Welcome back to The Toast and happy Monday. I am honored and a little threatened to be sitting down with today's co-host. It's Shannon Ford in a crop top, I believe a Gucci one.
It's Fendi and I'm pulling it down. It's not, I don't want it to be cropped.
Like this was supposed to be an episode about like postpartum motherhood. And I'm over here in my sweats and I'm like sweating with breast milk coming out of my nipples.
Me too.
And you're looking so insanely gorgeous. I want to throw up. You're really not really welcome here with this energy. Hello, Shannon Ford. Welcome to The Toast.
Thank you so much. I'm honored to be here. And also I understand and I'll do better. I'm listening and learning.
You look gorgeous.
Thank you.
So excited to have you on The Toast. Literally, like Shannon and I were always best friends. I want you guys to know, like we've been best friends since the day we met. Like she's probably closer than me than she is with Jackie or Margot. But we have recently become just sort of inseparable. Our babies are what, like 3 months apart?
Yeah, I thought about that the other day. 3 or 4, but I think 3.5.
We did the trenches together. We're here. We're going to do our best not to be like so new mama, but like we have to. Do you find yourself like not being able to stop talking about new mama things?
Yeah, to the point that actually I was like talking to Courtney and I was like, okay, for my next special and for the next episode, and she's like, hear you, love this journey. Courtney's also a mom, my producer, and she's like, do you want to stay just all full pregnancy, full mama? And I was like, oh wait, okay, you're right. I should like talk about other stuff, but it's all consuming in the best way possible. And I don't want to talk. I have nothing else to talk about.
I find myself like creating Instagram stories and just deleting them because I'm like, I don't know how many stories I can make about Ruby's nap schedule, but like, it's so interesting.
No, it is interesting. And it's funny because I worried that I was bothering you with certain like calls about breastfeeding or whatever. And then I realized how much I care about it. And if anyone were to ask me, I'd be like, let me tell you everything. And so I'm like, hopefully you are the same way.
And it's like, what's the point in going through this journey and like learning so much if I can't pass it on to the next mama? Like, and to the mama who passed it on to me, you have to pay it forward, you guys.
Yeah. And I also, you're just as like psycho as I am and militant with some things. So it's really helpful because like sometimes you talk to people who are like, girl, babies aren't robots. It is what it is. And I'm like, right. But like if she was for the day, if she was AI baby for the day, what would you suggest we do for that part?
100%. I'm so aligned with you. And it's so funny because like now I'm in Florida and we've taken our routine down south and like, everyone's just noticing like how kind of crazy I am because like I'm in a house with other people, usually it's just like me, Ben, and Ruby, and they're like all giving me side eye. Like I don't give a fuck. Like yes, we will cut the day short for the nap.
It's so true. When I took her home to my parents, I was like, I cannot remove her from her great grandmother, her namesake, from her arms. But I was like, okay.
The nap.
If we could just independent sleeping is something we're trying to do.
It's cracking
so
up.
hard.
Sorry, Grandma.
Baby's
got to independently sleep.
No, I obviously let her hold her. But yeah, it's been so wonderful. And it's just the best thing ever. I can't believe that I need like 7 more. And I know that's also toxic to say. And I should be the mom that's like, oh, I need a minute. But like if you gave me 7 right now, I'd be like, okay, I'll figure it out.
Same. Now, Shannon is here to do a lot of things. And again, I find myself like really trying not to slip into like just mama things.
Yes.
And we'll do our best to like rise above today because we do have amazing stories. Like Kris Jenner's birthday over the weekend.
Oh, yeah.
So many good things to talk about. Like it's a real Monday episode, but I do want to just like do the pre-Fast 5 better, just like talking about mama stuff. And oh my God, wait, speaking of mama stuff, I wanted to talk about this. So many people tagged me and I appreciate there was a By Heart infant formula recall over the weekend and they're like one of our biggest sponsors. So I just wanted to mention it in case like someone hadn't heard about. Oh my God. What? Sign what? Oh my God. Okay. Ben, not you. First of all, get out. I have an Instacart order and they need me to sign.
I just hear him whispering in the distance.
Now you're coming in. Like, no.
Don't shoot the messenger.
Okay, what do I do? You just gonna take my phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go through it, Ben.
Well, I'm in the middle of like an important announcement as well. All that to say, we talk about By Heart a lot. They're one of our biggest sponsors, and they had a recall over the weekend, and I did want to mention it in case you guys hadn't heard about it and you are By Heart mamas. Check your lot numbers. They released like the batch numbers, and so just cross-reference it with the ones that you have to make sure you're not apart. Google it. I'm sure you've heard about it, but in case you hadn't, I did feel like a responsibility to mention it because it was kind of big news over the weekend.
Fair enough, yes.
So not to be like, darkness, but did want to mention that. Now, Shannon, how's your feeding journey going?
It's going good. It's, when you regulate, I guess like if you're not a mama listening to this, you produce, some people are blessed and fortunate. I am a sole member. Some might even consider me a president of the itty bitty titty committee. So I know that this isn't a correlation to how much milk you produce, but I just wasn't picturing being like a huge, massive oversupplier.
Producer.
Yeah. And your girl was straight milky girl. Like it was dairy factory. I felt very blessed. It was great. And I think my daughter got really used to that flow. She's a good eater and she really liked that. She liked to be waterboarded by the titties. Mm-hmm, she really enjoyed that. And
who doesn't?
Who doesn't?
I like to be waterboarded like with my lunch as well.
Agreed. Eat slower, not interested. So yeah, when my milk regulated, which is basically if you like didn't breastfeed, it's when your milk stops going from being such an oversupply and starts regulating to just the amount that your infant would need regularly throughout the day, which isn't like an extra 20 ounces. Girl was not happy with it. She was like really frustrated with the tete because it just wasn't waterboarding her anymore. So I had to like, take a deep breath and just keep putting from a baby that like latched great and was so wonderful to then all of a sudden, it's kind of like when you mentioned how great Ruby was napping, and then all of a sudden it's like naps go to shit. I'm like, she's such a good latcher. She's such a good eater. I produce so gallons and gallons and gallons, and all of a sudden she's like screaming, crying, throwing a fit. And I'm like, shit. Yeah. So
the thing is that
it's going good though. It's just kind of.
You have to also, I forget who told me this, but like being a baby is really hard. So I'm always just like, listen, I got you. You have to like it's just like, it's so sad when you think about the POV of a baby. Right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you
yeah.
can barely see. They're hungry all the time. Everything hurts their bellies. Like, it's so sad.
It is sad. I know. She'll be like on my boob and I'm like, you got this. You got this. I'm like trying to give her words of encouragement. She's like, bitch, I don't speak English. Stop.
Shannon, do you have a good voice, like singing voice?
No. But like better than most, but not like a good singing voice.
Oh, really?
But definitely better than most, I'd
most?
say. Yeah, I was in honor choir. Like every once in a while, I have the kind
honor choir.
I have the kind of singing voice that every once in a while in the car, someone will go, okay. If I like hit a riff.
She's really good.
No, not she's really good, but like I'll just be singing bad and then maybe like I'll sing good one thing and they'll be like, okay. Mm-hmm. And I'm like,
okay, well now you have to sing. Like now that you brought it up. Well, I brought it up, but
I don't know what I would sing. What did I? Oh, I always got picked for alto stuff in.
Okay, alto.
Okay, alto.
Okay, sing whatever you sing to Daisy.
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Okay.
No, it's gonna suck now. It's only like
Please,
good. Okay.
Like I'm literally begging.
All right. Oh wait, but I only know the Japanese version. I'll explain later.
What?
Okay. Atamagata hizahashi hizahashi. Atamagata hizahashi hizahashi. Meito mimito kuchito hana. Atamagata hizahashi hizahashi. Yeah, it's kuchito. I've fact checked. It's kuchito.
Okay. First of all, you actually have a good voice.
Thank you.
Like you can carry a tune. Not me feeling threatened.
Shut up.
Why do you know the Japanese version, and why is it better than English?
It's just what comes to me every time because I know the Japanese version so much more than
that's my question. Why do you know the Japanese version?
Okay, so in my small country-ass town of Gilbert, South Carolina, I don't know why, and this really did not bode well once we went to high school, but they taught us Japanese. That was like what we learned in like elementary school and middle school. We had a sensei come every day.
Instead of like Spanish?
Yes. And so then we went to high school and they were like, this is absolutely no shade to the Japanese culture, but like it's Spanish.
Well, of course, but it's not a language you need to know to live in America.
To live in America, it would be much more suitable, probably a lot more like helpful in the job force, career-wise, to know Spanish. And so when we got to...
You don't know Spanish?
No. When we got to... Not really. When we got to high school, they were like, oh... like no more sensei, like here's your señorita, like we switched to Spanish. And I'll never forget, I was in high school, I was in like a junior year of high school taking like remedial Spanish, like very low level Spanish, and there was like freshmen that had just come from 8th grade in my class. Oh, they knew so much. And so the teacher kept like skipping over stuff, being like, and obviously, hola, la 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 la. And I was like, whoa, hold on. Well, konnichiwa. Excuse me. If we could just...
Do you still know Japanese?
Can count to 100. I know like some phrases.
Sick.
No, I mean, I know like a couple phrases, and head, shoulders, knees, and toes really stuck with me. But
that is so funny.
Yeah, that's why I know it.
Can I also ask you a question? And you can feel free to not answer this, and if you want to cut it out, we can. But can you talk about like when Lauren Bostic like went through like a cancellation like a couple of months ago? You happened to have been her guest on the episode, and like you kind of got dragged into it, and it was like her thing, but like you were a part of it. What was that like?
What a quick shift from Japanese head,
Sorry,
shoulders, knees, and
I
toes.
forgot that like that was something you went through.
It was fine because really, Lauren is, I truly, you know, when people are like, I don't care what people say about me, and you're like, yeah, okay, sure. Like, I say that kind of stuff, and I like
Me too, and
deeply
I
care.
so much.
I'm
like, I don't care what anybody thinks about me.
Lauren is one of those like gorgeous freaks of nature who actually means it when she says
care.
that. And I think that they just like, they welcome the smoke. Me, I'm like, I don't want no smoke. And she's like, smoke it up. This is the smoking section. Like, and so I respect that for her. She just wasn't bothered by it, which helped me a lot. I will say, it was frustrating for a couple things because people would like comment on my page like, what about, you know, manifesting getting pregnant? I'm like, okay, so I didn't say that.
Right.
So I don't even know if she said that. And also that was actually not even our episode together. That was the episode she did solo. I'm getting really roped into a lot of different like narratives here. Like it was, but I really just decided to just not, like when people were like, you know how people are when they're like, make a statement. Like, are you going to respond? And I'm like, no, like this is the first time I'm bringing it up. Like hot, the news job.
Exclusive.
Yeah. Exclusive. People exclusive. No, I just like didn't bring it up because I knew I could lay my little head down at night and rest and know that all I said was that I like eat sushi pregnant. So like, I don't care.
Right.
And my TTC journey was like, you know, so much easier than most. But I also, and you know, because another time you were giving me so much advice, like it was like 5 months of me trying and being disappointed. And like there's room and space for everyone's disappointment in TTC.
100%.
And TTC. And I talked about it on my podcast a lot too, in my, and I get messages, not to toot my own horn, I get messages all the time that are like, your pregnancy podcast makes me feel so much better about either TTC or being really anxious in the first trimester and like all the different stuff, how I like had such bad cramping and no one really talks about the cramping and stuff whenever you're in your first trimester and how like you just automatically assume something horrible is happening. So I was like, you know what, if people really listen to the podcast, I didn't say it. And I don't think Lauren regrets anything she said either. So it's just like,
no, right. Like we're all good.
Like we're good. So if you know, you can take what you want from it. And if it upset you, then that, you know, I do apologize. It's a really sacred space, childhood and childbearing and feeding children and mamahood. And I get that it can really affect people differently. And I cannot stress enough. And something I said on the podcast with her that I think got lost in translation is like, I cannot stress enough, consume what makes you happy,
feel good
in this moment. And if that podcast made you irate, throw it away in the trash, block us, do whatever. Like only consume what makes you happy. And that's what I was saying in her podcast. I consumed a lot of negativity because it's just what kept getting fed to me in the algorithm. And it's probably because I kept watching those bitches. So they're like, let's send her more scary, dark stuff. And so I had to like, I had said like, I wish I consumed more positive stuff in the early stages. So I was just trying to be like, you know, positive and hopeful and say everything's not scary and bad. But of course the internet's like, but there should be a space to talk about scary and bad. And I'm like, totally.
No, I'm glad you brought that up for sure.
Sure. Yeah. So anyways.
I apologize if my questions are all over the place. Things just keep coming to me because we haven't podcasted together in so long.
We haven't. I know. And you know, we were both in this space where I think I asked her one time, like months and months ago, I wouldn't have dared ask her why she was pregnant. But I think I asked her and you're like, I love you so much. I physically cannot podcast one more fucking time. And I was like, no, I totally understand. I get it. And then there was another time where you probably just didn't ask me because you were like, girl, she's in the throes of it.
She's a lot going on.
She's got a lot going on. So we just have a lot to catch up on via podcasting.
So I want to also talk about your baby naming journey because you had told me a name.
Goldie.
And I was like, oh my God.
Not going to use it, so feel free.
I love it. And
did you actually love it, by the way?
Loved.
Me too.
And then you were like, wait, never mind. Citral Z, Daisy.
And
I like that they're like, I'm not a baby namer, but I think namers would like put them in the same category of like traditional female.
I
whatever,
started following
classic.
these like baby name sites, whatever. I actually need to unfollow them because sometimes I'm like, I don't care anymore. Even though I want like 7 kids, I'm like, okay, I don't need to like follow these sites. It said like, if you like the name Goldie, here are, and Daisy was on there. So
that's good.
It's of the same ilk, as Jackie would say.
Now, changing your baby's name is so crazy. Very Kylie Jenner of you.
Oh, I'm sorry, bitch. Very you of you. You changed your baby's name.
Oh, by the way, I did. Not me forgetting. I literally had 2 birth certificates. Facts. Walk me through that journey.
So it was Goldie for a long time, but it was basically just like, and here's what like, you could do whatever you want, obviously, in this journey, do whatever you want. But like something I won't do again is we won't start calling her that name, because it really pissed me off when we changed it to Daisy. And then I remember specifically one time we were like in the ocean on my baby moon. I had this horrible rash, and James, I was already like in a mood, and James, because I wanted to be fabulous and gorgeous and chic on my baby moon, and I was just like covered in this like really horrific rash, and which is like my pregnancy journey to a T. Something was always wrong with my body or face. Evil eye, evil eye, evil eye. Like, what do you say?
Chas shalom, chas shalom, chas shalom.
Yes. So, anyways, James was like, oh, and he like grabbed my tummy in the ocean and was like, Goldie. And I was like, it's Daisy. And then I was like pissed that he called our baby the wrong name. I was like, do you even like Daisy? He's like, no, I do. We said Goldie for so long. It's just hard to remember.
It's facts, actually.
But yeah, I basically was Goldie. And then I wasn't sure if that was it for sure, just because I was like, oh, it was just almost too easy to come up with. Like, and is it too trendy? Is it like becoming this really popular, trendy name right now? And is this for sure what I want? So I ordered an Amazon book, 1,000 baby names or something like that. And it came in, and to James' great dismay, I like forced him one Sunday when we were eating brunch to just like sit there and go through like 1,000 baby names with me.
That book is amazing.
There are so many names. Like it would be like table, like it's kind of crazy.
Right.
So you have to like weed through it. And I wrote like 3 down. Daisy was one of them. And when I said it, James was like, oh, Daisy, I quite like that. And I was like, yeah. And then we found out that it was English origin. So he's like, oh, it's an English name.
Oh, that's cute.
And then it was like The Great Gatsby, Daisy, Daisy, Daisy. And we just like kept it on the list. And then we went back through our list of like Goldie, Daisy, and like a few others that I won't mention in case we use them. And he was like, I think it's Daisy. And I was like, yeah, I think it's Daisy too. So there's really not like her middle name is Patricia, which is my grandmother's name. And it's like the most special thing ever to me. But Daisy, I just got from a book off Amazon. And it's not like a crazy, never heard of name. It's off just a
it's
classic.
not like a crazy celebrity apple.
Yeah. But just saw it in a book on Amazon. Can't recommend it enough.
That book is great. I had like a couple of names, and Reuben was one of them. And then when I opened the book, it said like the origin. And I knew it was like a biblical Hebrew name.
Yes.
But it translates to, behold, a son.
Oh,
okay, so
okay, that's perfect.
Like literally me, behold,
wait,
I gave birth to a son.
You guys in the Jewish community, I just think I learned this from you, but also mostly from Nobody Wants This. You could use the letter of a relative who's passed.
You can.
Okay.
You totally can. And like in our family, we do that too. I'm learning that like my philosophy when it comes to like naming after people is like, I think I prefer to be a little bit more literal, like not letter, but I might get to a point where like I want to do letter.
Right.
But for right now, like my maternal grandfather was Reuben Geller, and I liked the name Reuben, and they called him Ruby. Like we called him Papa Ruby.
So cute.
So I like to be a little bit more on the nose, but I might have so many children that like I get to a point where I can't be so on the nose.
What's your dream like order if you could choose? I know like a healthy baby over anything, but like if you had to
Of
pick,
course. But yes.
If you had to choose, would you want another? Because I wanted a boy first, as you know, and I've
Me
said
too.
that like I wanted a boy, and so then you had a boy, and I was like, slay, 2 best friends just having boys, and I almost literally, I'm so insane, I almost bought boy clothes because I was so convinced I was gonna have a boy
to like manifest it.
Yeah, and then I had a girl, and now though that I have a girl, I like want another girl so that they're sisters close in age.
Yes, I think that if I were you, I would also want a girl next.
Yeah, and then we can do boys. This is fine.
Yes. And I think for me, I think both are good. Like I think having 2 brothers, how cute.
So cute.
But I think if you then had like a girl and a boy, like a younger girl, and then like the
older
brother's friends come over, like how much fun that'd be her boyfriend, and they get married. Like love
so
that.
true. It's so true.
Yeah.
When you have a boy, you can have either next. When you have a girl
Yes.
first, you almost kind of wish you have a sister next.
1,000%.
Because a little brother after a big sister, kind of a little shit.
Oh,
Like
big shit.
it's giving like dweeb. It's giving like little dweeby brother.
No, but it's also actually giving so cute.
It is giving cute. Anyone listening to this is going to be like, hey, I have
it's also giving
cute.
like I respect women.
It's also giving I have a little brother, and so obviously I don't mind it. And he is like, and he's like not a dweeb. He's like the cutest, sweetest thing. And you know what? That man would go get you a box of tampons and not think twice. Like he's got 2 older sisters.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's Ben.
Oh yeah, dweeb alert. Got it.
Okay, we can dilly-dally and talk about names all day, but like we do need to talk about the Tourist Fast Five
Tourist.
stories. So,
okay.
And there are such good stories. And I chose one especially for you because you have a daughter, and I really want to talk about this Shay Mitchell skincare line thing. So I'll get to it. Shannon, without further ado, are you ready for the Fast Five stories that you do need to know?
Yeah, girl.
Today's episode of The Toast is brought to you by Amazon Eero. Eero delivers Wi-Fi that just works. It's fast, it's reliable, it's secure and powerful. They provide a strong, consistent connection for all of your devices in every corner of your home, even outside with the Eero Outdoor 7, which extends your Wi-Fi to porches, patios, and backyards year-round, no matter the weather. Super easy to set up. I have 3 Eeros in my house. I didn't know about Eero up until like a month ago when I needed it, and actually like the technician was like, just get an Eero. Changed my life. There's a dead spot in my house, of course, exactly where my bedroom TV is. Eero is technology like living in the future. So easy to set up. It has given me, Wi-Fi means everything to me, obviously, because I like to rot in bed, but, and like stream shows, but mostly because like my work, I have to upload videos. Like I need really good Wi-Fi, and I can't believe I've been living without an Eero up until a month ago. I told you guys I was having like Wi-Fi issues, totally solved just by an Amazon purchase. Can you believe? They have a solution for all home types, even small businesses, whatever your Wi-Fi needs are, there is an Eero for that. Friends don't let friends have slow Wi-Fi. So we've gotten you a code to secure 20% off your Eero purchase. Head to Eero, EERO.com, find the product that works best for your home type, and use our code TOAST20 for 20% off. That's TOAST20. It's exclusively for listeners of The Toast. They're offering 20% off purchases now through December 31st to set you up with better Wi-Fi for the new year. Use code TOAST20 at checkout for 20% off your Eero purchase at EERO.com. That's code TOAST20 at EERO.com for 20% off your purchase. Thank you, Eero, for sponsoring today's show. Today's episode is also brought to you by Saks. It's the time of year where we're shopping for ourselves, we're shopping for others, and it's kind of the time of year where shopping becomes not fun, which we didn't know was possible, but then we're like sweating at the mall, screaming, crying, throwing up, trying to find a dress that fits us for the holiday party, and we're just not in a good mood. That's why shopping at Saks online, SAKS.com, is such a party experience. One, because it's the place you could shop for everyone. So whether you're shopping for men, for women, for kids, for beauty, for home, they have all different categories. They have everything. You do not need to shop at one more place than Saks. And the website is just built really well. They have great gift guides, great edits, great collections, and just great like user-friendly experience on their website. So whether you're looking for yourself, because it's that time of year where maybe we're taking trips, maybe we've got an office crush and it's the office holiday party and you want a party new dress that screams festive, that screams fun, but that also screams I'm not trying too hard. I'm just like cool Sally by the water cooler. Saks.com has it for you. Cannot recommend shopping there enough because, like I said, holiday shopping becomes really not fun really quickly. So if you're shopping for even the pickiest of people on your list, you can curate your holiday wish list on Saks if you want to forward it to your family. Just like a nice suggestion. Sometimes husbands aren't shopping the way that we need them to. So what about a wish list at Saks.com? Highly recommend. Everything on your agenda, whether it's holiday parties or staying cozy at home, Saks.com has you covered. Shopping can be fun. Shopping should be fun. Whatever you're looking for, head to Saks.com, SAKS.com, for inspiring ways to shop for everyone on your list. Today's episode is also brought to you by Dibs Beauty. They have created easy beauty essentials for a full life. In a world that asks you to do it all, Dibs multitasking products are here to help you do a little less and still look like you did the most. So I saw Dibs all over social media before I actually bought one myself. And you might recognize I've been using the contour stick in all my, every day I've been doing these like teasers on the Toast Instagram about who my guest co-host is going to be, and I'm doing my makeup while I do them, and pretty much in every single video I'm using the Dibs. It's double-ended. It's a blush and contour stick. It's literally so easy to blend. I love their big blending brush too. That's called the Desert Island Duo. Also, my lip liners recently, I've been like really Dibs friendly. So the Desert Island Duo is a perfectly paired bronzer and blush combo. And then I've been blending it in with the Duo face brush. Those are both the products you can see in my videos. They've sold out 6 times. They have a 58,000 person wait list. The brush is really what dreams are made of. The latest obsession is the new double standard primer and mascara duo. This mascara multitasks as hard as you do. It's the first of its kind brown primer and black volumizing mascara all in one tube. Check out Dibs Beauty. It's a brand that simplifies, adapts, and makes the most of your precious time. This is beauty that puts you first. And if you use code TOAST at checkout, you're going to get 15% off your purchase. That's DIBSBEAUTY.com, dibsbeauty.com. Our code is TOAST. That will get you 15% off your order. TOAST is that code, and the website is dibsbeauty, DIBSBEAUTY.com. Code TOAST for 15% off your order. Today's episode of The Toast is brought to you by Legacy Box. Right now, Legacy Box is running their Black Friday sale, and we are getting you exclusive early access to digitize your memories for just $9 per tape. That's right, only $9 to preserve and share your precious moments. VHS, VHS-C, Hi8 film reels. They digitize over 12 other types of analog media, and they're saving you $15 per item if you are going to use their Black Friday sale. So when you digitize your memories now, Legacy Boxes digitizes and sends all your memories in the cloud and easy to access by Christmas. So you can relive them with your family just in time for the holidays. It's actually a really party way to spend the holidays. So if you want to get someone a gift, it's a perfect gift for like a mom or a grandma if you want to like win brownie points as like favorite daughter. Because you're obviously giving them a gift, but then you can spend the day watching them. I feel like that's so special, like under the Christmas tree. Stop, so cute. After 10 years in business, Legacy Box is the world's largest digitizer. They have helped over 1 million families relive their wedding days, chaotic childhood Christmases, and even road trips to Yellowstone. So you've heard about Legacy Box all year long. Now is really the time to take charge and digitize your memories, and this $9 deal will not last long. So head to legacybox.com/toast for early access to their best deal of the year. Do not wait. Secure your digitized memories by Christmas at legacybox.com/TOAST. That's legacybox.com/TOAST. Do not sleep on this. Do it now. Get it by Christmas. And also, you might not realize if you're just like leaving all your old tapes in like a box in your attic, it's actually like subject to mold and the elements and it actually could get destroyed. So just letting you know. Legacybox.com/toast to early access for the best deal of the year. Okay. First up, big news of the weekend is Kris Jenner's 70th birthday party.
0070 is a sick theme.
So Kris Jenner celebrated her 70th birthday with famous family, celebrity friends during her Bond-themed birthday party. So she had her birthday party. It was held at Jeff Bezos and Nicole Bezos. I guess that's her name. Oh, Nicole. I have to stop calling her Nicole. Her name is Lauren. She looks like a Nicole.
You can't do that.
I call her Nicole Sanchez, but her name is Lauren Sanchez. It was at their house. Every celebrity on the planet was there. It was, of course, planned by Mindy Weiss.
Classic.
So here's who was in attendance. Oprah, Mariah Carey, Tyler Perry, Vin Diesel, Mark Zuckerberg, Prince Harry and Meghan, Adele and Rich Paul, of course, all the Kardashians, Scott Disick, Travis Barker, Tristan Thompson, Corey Gamble, Martha Stewart, Chris Rock. Like, I seriously don't even know where. And then the performer, Bruno Mars.
It's giving the white party.
Was 007D.
Hilarious.
She looked insane. The decor was amazing. There was like custom Dunkin' Donuts boxes that said America runs on Kris Jenner.
Classic.
Brand integration. Hailey Bieber, Justin Bieber. Like literally everyone on the planet was there. And what's so crazy is that it was also the Baby to Baby Gala, which is like a charity gala for babies. They like raise money for like.
I saw that. It's a big deal. Everyone always goes dresses up to the nines. It's almost like it's not a baby Met, but it's like people like really.
It's a Met Gala. Yeah. And so the fact that it was two major events, a lot of people did both. Also, apparently Beyonce and Jay-Z were at Chris's birthday party, but they totally avoided paparazzi.
That's impressive.
Which means that like if somebody wanted to avoid paparazzi, they could.
Yeah.
So everyone
wanted the pics.
Yeah, right. Kim's All's Fair cast was there. Sarah Paulson, Naomi Watts, Tyler Perry was in attendance. All the Hiltons, Kathy Paris were there.
If you weren't there, you were a big fat loser.
If you weren't there, you were a big fat loser. I very rarely like see things online and I'm like, oh, I wish I was there. Like I have like FOMO because you know, like celebrity, once you like have ever met a celebrity, you realize it's actually not fun to hang out with celebrities because everyone in the room is just like staring at the celebrity. Everyone's talking about the celebrity. It's like the party doesn't go on because the celebrity just kind of like ruins the event, honestly.
Sucks the air out of the room kind of. And I'm sure they don't want that, but they just do.
They just do. It's like really not fun. But something like this, I just know was a blast. I mean, Bruno Mars, like kill me. Like this sounds so sick. Everybody, it was, I think black tie. Everybody looked gorgeous.
I wonder if she did that so that they could come from Baby to Baby Gala straight to her.
Maybe.
Or maybe there were outfit changes. Did you see Prince Harry's scalp?
Yeah. The visibility of it.
Yeah. And so you know how there was all those rumors that when he was wearing all those weird hats that he got hair transplants. So I guess he didn't. I saw that on Liz.
Rumor debunked.
Yeah.
Still no hair was planted. Yeah, right.
Still bald.
So much content coming out of it too, because like of course Kim, Chris, Kylie, everyone was just like doing the most. And then over the weekend, Kendall, I think maybe it happened. I wonder what the timeline was because Kendall, like last weekend, had her birthday party.
Oh yeah, on the island.
She rented that private island, and it was like the same crew, like all the young peeps, except Courtney wasn't there, but all the other sisters were. I know November is like a big season for them because they have so many birthdays.
Yeah,
but it seems exhausting.
Yeah, it does seem exhausting. Also, I guess they're all Scorpios. I know you don't really.
Yeah. No, I don't, but I know because Jackie's a Scorpio. Happy birthday to Jackie.
Happy birthday to Jax.
So this party looked so sick. I actually like wish I was there. I know I would have had the best time ever because I know like everyone had fun. I know everybody drank. I knew everybody danced. I know everybody stayed late. Like I just know it's not a thing that people go to, take a picture and leave. Like everyone went because it was definitely lit.
Litty titties. Plus, there was like enough celebrities there that it wouldn't have been like the suck the air out of the room because there's so many regular people to famous people ratio. Like the ratio was just like straight up fucking famous people.
Yeah, it's like you couldn't. I don't know who was the most famous person there.
Right.
Is it Oprah? Is it
Beyonce,
Meghan and Harry?
Jay-Z. Oh,
Is it Jeff Bezos? Oh, Mark Zuckerberg was there.
yeah, but he's kind of accessible.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, it's so upper echelon. This is really Met Gala level.
It's so crazy to think that like. I mean, I know people talk about this all the time, but like the Kardashians literally started out as like just like reality TV stars with like a little like tiny scandal. And now that they have like the most upper echelon 70th birthday of like iconic level status, 1 million.
And it's because of Kris. Like and so her having this type of party is, and I feel like Kris doesn't get enough credit because when you think about the Kardashians, you think like Kylie, you think Kim, you think Kendall. Kris gets forgotten about a lot. And I think I said this a little while ago, like that Kris is my number one favorite Kardashian, and she still is.
Yeah.
Like, when you rank your favorite, Kardashian Jenners, you don't think Kris.
Oh, you don't even put her in there, actually. When it's like, who's your favorite Kardashian, yeah, you're right.
But Kris is so underrated. And I think if any of the girls threw a birthday party, like it would have been huge like this, but it would not have been this A-list. And it's because of Kris. Like Kris is so underrated.
She's like that a radio host or a talk show host that everyone's like obsessed with and loves and adores. She actually she forms a bridge between any drama that her other, like honestly, she should be added to, she might be on Liz Wood's list of who could cure the Kardashian and Taylor Swift drama.
Totally.
Like what if you just call Taylor up? What if you just called her up? She really does just like bridge the gaps of any drama because everyone just loves Kris. America runs on Kris Jenner.
Everybody loves Kris.
Yeah.
I love, and she looked insane. Her new face is just settling in
so
really
good.
nicely. The girls looked gorgeous. Like, I want to thank Kris Jenner. This was like the most fun I've had seeing who was there, the pictures coming out. Now everyone like Kylie, they're posting little videos. It's just a fun rabbit hole to go down because it's pargy. So thank you to Kris.
0070.
Yes, very clever. And I do love, like, I feel like nobody gets dressed up anymore. So having it be black tie themed, like everyone's wearing like truly gowns.
You feel like no one gets
Carey
dressed up anymore? Oh my God, I feel like everyone invites, I feel like no one has had a black tie wedding. I feel like everyone's wedding is black tie these days. I feel like everyone.
Oh, I don't think so.
Is like come to a murder mystery party, wear a gown if you could. Like I feel like everything
Like
is
we
dressed
need
up.
to bring back dressing up. Remember when people used to get dressed up on airplanes? Now I'm so glad I didn't live in that era because like I need to wear leggings and like a crew neck toast merch.
No. But it's so
But
cute.
people,
My
like,
parents.
Right.
My parents are adorable. When I meet them at the airport or see them go to a flight, my dad puts on a sports coat. My dad doesn't. Like, my dad is like wears Tevas and like tank tops, sleeveless tank tops all day, and like paints houses and works on like motors on jet skis. And he puts on like a sports coat, and he's like, "Of course, we're going on a flight, honey." I'm like, "Oh
No, he's right. Like bring back, just like nice.
My two-piece
my God, that's the
loungewear
cutest
matches.
thing.
That's nice.
Okay, other big news of the weekend was Kelsey Ballerini's song that came out on Friday. It kind of took the world by storm, and then her and Chase Stokes were spotted together, I believe, in Croatia, holding hands nearly 2 months after their split. So after the country star and Outer Banks star broke up, an onlooker saw them at Kiba Smashburger, random, in Dubrovnik.
Good details.
On Friday. They were holding hands at the table, talking closely. The onlooker told People magazine. After they got up, they walked together hand in hand. They looked very cute. So they're obviously back together. This is somebody she was with for 3 months, and now they're on vacation holding hands. Like, they're back together.
They're obviously back together.
Yeah.
Also, not them being like, we could probably get away with it if we go to Croatia and get a smash burger. And someone's like, got your ass.
Dubrovnik. At Dubrovnik. Not the Dubrovnik smash burger. Like, we want to go to Dubrovnik to see the sights, try the cuisine, the indigenous. We'll have smash burger.
Yeah, I think I'll do a smash burger. Do you guys
That's like, I feel like the most Tennessee thing ever.
Do you guys have any ketchup? He's from
Yeah,
Charleston.
But to me, like I feel like there were murmurs about them getting back together and them dating. I mean, them breaking up was a little shocking. So I wasn't surprised that they're back together. I feel like the big surprise is her song.
I know. Oh, I wonder if she wants my freedom the way I want to be a mother. Like, I could not get over it. And the actual like music video was so good. And then the last line. Do you understand the last line? Taryn's due in
Say
June.
it to me.
Taryn's due in June. The album's due in March.
Due in March. Yeah, it makes sense. Do people not get it?
No, it does. But Taryn is her makeup artist,
but also like her best friend.
One of her like best friends, and she's a really close friend of mine. I love Taryn, and we were pregnant at the same time. And when I was listening to the song, I thought I didn't hear it right, and so then I went to look up the lyrics, and I was like, oh my gosh! I was like, not saying Taryn's due in June, the album's due in March. I was like, wow! And then something
cute.
that's just such a like hits so different, and this always happens with Taylor Swift because I don't know if you do this. I listen to Apple Music, and I always, if I'm listening to a song for the first time, I always let the lyrics come up.
Lyrics.
Yeah, I always watch the lyrics, and when it scrolls to the bottom and it says written by Kelsey Ballerini with not another fucking single person on there, it's such a slay to me. And that always happens with Taylor Swift. It'll be like written by Taylor Swift. And it really, if anyone writes a crazy good song and it's just their credits at the bottom and no one else, I'm like, wow, that wasn't a co-write. Like that just came from your brain and your heart and your mind. That's really impressive. And she posted she loves a carousel. And she posted a little like video of her like voice notes of the idea, and she basically like wrote the whole chorus, and it's really windy. It sounds like she's fucking sitting in a park. It's just
and she also did another video talking about like the decision, like what the song is about, and she's like, it's the first time I've ever really written about jealousy. Like if you listen to the song, she just sits in a park and she's watching this really cute family, like slay to that family. First of all, it's a mom and a dad and 2 kids, and they're like having a picnic, and she's just writing about like what her observation is, that like this looks like the perfect family. The mom is, so loved by the dad and these 2 perfect kids. And she's sitting there being like, the mom's probably looking at me like jealous of the freedom that I have, but she doesn't realize like I'm looking at her like, the jealous of. And I don't know why I found this so shocking, because when Kelsey's spoken about like her love life and her career and her goals for the future, I remember her saying on Call Her Daddy that her previous marriage, like so much went wrong, but he was really like looking for a mom and a wife, and she had these big career dreams, and she was like, I didn't want to start a family with him, and I don't know if I even want to have kids at all.
What?
And that was
I missed
that was the last time she ever talked about it. And I was like, she was talking about how she kind of had like a not tumultuous, but just like a little unstable childhood, and that makes her question if she even wants to have kids. And so it didn't seem like that was something she wanted. So that's why I found the song so shocking, because the song is beautiful, and I think it's very real for a lot of women who want careers, and where does your career fit into your motherhood, or where does your motherhood fit into your career? But I was like, oh, I didn't even know this was something she wanted, because that was the only time I ever heard her talk about it on Call Her Daddy.
So I didn't see the Call Her Daddy interview, and I had the exact opposite. I was not surprised by it at all, because she says in the song Rolling Up the Welcome Mat, there's a line about how he never really wanted kids, and she's like, and now that I think about that doesn't even make sense. It was something, and I was like, oh, so I guess she wanted kids, and he was like, not ready. But then you said on the Call Her Daddy, maybe that was just a lyric in her song, but it made it to me seem like she just didn't want to have kids with
marriage. Well, her old marriage was plagued by a lot of issues. One being that they were in the same field, and she was excelling a lot faster than him, which I think is really hard. When you're in like in the entertainment industry, and everybody has such a big ego, and you're both country singers, and like one of you is flopping and one of you is becoming huge. So there was a lot of issues in her marriage, and like, not to say that she should have had kids with him, definitely not, because it was a bad marriage.
And they got married really young too.
They got married really young, and it was just not good. And I think he's doing a lot better. I think he moved out of the country. Like, I think that
he's
it was
dating
not
another
right.
country singer.
Oh yeah, but like a small time one. Like I think they're just like very much like living in a van vibes,
Got it.
But let me tell you, not enough people talk about her, not to bring him up, but her ex-husband, Morgan Evans, like released one album in the States, and it's literally like the best country album ever written. It's called like Things We Drink To.
It is a good album.
Dream to it. Like, not me knowing the whole album, it's like so random.
No.
It's so good.
Not you not supporting women.
And they have a song together on it, and it's amazing. Yeah, sorry. Back to Kelsey. So I was just shocked by the admission that like this is something that she wants, and I think so many people, and she's talking like she sort of missed the boat. She's 32, so like, don't worry, girl, you're totally fine.
Yeah.
But I think it's like a very real conversation that I think a lot of people listen to the song too, and were like shook by how seen they felt by it.
Yeah.
How did you feel about like career and motherhood? Because I feel like that's why I love what we do so much, like content creating, podcasting. I feel like it's one of the very few jobs that not only is so flexible schedule wise, like you can be a full-time parent and a full-time content creator. I feel like it really lends itself to both, but it's also the type of job where you get, I feel, more visibility, more opportunity becoming a mom. Not everyone can say that, you know, because I feel like I'm thriving even more. I have more to talk about, more brands, diapers, sure, let's go, formula. Like, there's not a lot of jobs where you become a mom and I think your job flourishes. And I do feel like when content creators become, and podcasters and any influencers become moms or celebrities, like when you become moms, it opens you up to just like a whole new graphic, a whole new opportunity. So I don't know if like we have the same
thoughts on that
as traditional, if you work in a corporate setting.
I was just gonna say,
trying to climb the corporate ladder.
Not every job obviously is that, like, you know, Kelsey's song that's like, I wanted the damn tour, I did it, I got what I wanted, and like, you know, but that's not very conducive to like having a baby and being pregnant.
Touring is not,
no, can't stress that enough. Don't go on tour pregnant.
You're so crazy for that.
No, that was fucking nuts. Yeah, I could like dry heave just thinking about it. Anyways, I feel the same way. I feel like there's more to talk about, but I do have this like underlying thought where I'm like, wait, because my content has not always been, you know, like it's not very family friendly. Like you're a lot more like family friendly, I would say, other than when you're like, what's up, motherfuckers? Fuck shit. Yeah.
No, but even I find myself now like looking at what I post, what I say, just through the lens of like, I don't want to embarrass my kids one day. I mean, like I feel like I was never really like raunchy or whatever, but I feel like I've even pulled it back a little bit more.
No, I mean, my digital footprint is harrowing. Like I shudder to think about what, like, I will not be able to tell her anything. Like she'll be like, you literally talk about,
but you did this,
getting fucked. Like, I'm like, oh, nuh-uh, that's not what I was talking about.
I know. Like, how do we, I feel like so awkward.
Yeah, it's so, I don't know what I'll do. Like, I'll just have to like pay someone so much money to just like pull everything down at some point. I don't know. Anyways, I'll be like, no, mommy just talks about like her hemorrhoids and rectal prolapse. And those are all due to you. So really, you're welcome. No, I feel the same way. I feel like the door opens up. I also wonder, because I was so like party girl, fun. I wonder if I had got in my head sometimes being like, do people even care? Do people even care? But I forget that like the internet has kind of grown up with me. So those people aren't still at the restaurant. You know what I mean? Like there's also growing up and most likely having children, or maybe not having children, but just like their friends are having kids and they're evolving. They're evolving with me. So I got in my head a little bit like, am I talking about like motherhood and pregnancy? But then people are like, I love it. So I feel it's
I don't
great.
know how to balance. Because I could do a whole episode just talking about baby stuff.
And
when I'm with my friends, it's all we fucking talk about.
I know.
So I struggle too with like balancing both. I don't know what the right balance is, because and then it's like the duality of woman, right?
Yeah.
I'll do an episode on like baby stuff and people will be like, yes, give us more. And then they'll be like, well, can you not? And so I just don't know.
Yeah.
Today's episode of The Toast is brought to you by Minted. If you're looking to slow down and connect with your loved ones this holiday season, sending a Minted holiday card is a really fun, tangible, like low-key old school type of way to spread joy, but also stunt on these hoes. What's better than like sending a pargy picture of yourself and maybe your man or maybe your dog or maybe your kids being like, yeah, I have a beautiful life. Send it on. Happy holidays. When it comes to holiday cards, Minted is for the swirlies. It's a brand full of toasters, and it's really the only place that we would go to start our new favorite holiday tradition. Minted has unmatched paper quality and customization options that allow you to level your cards up. Now, of course, when I think holiday cards, I'm like, that's so cute, but like, who has the time to be addressing all these envelopes? Like, that's where they lose me. I'm like, yeah, I'll stunt on these hoes, but handwriting? Sorry, no. Well, they actually offer free recipient addressing service. So it makes sending your cards super easy. You just upload your contacts, and Minted will print each address on your envelopes along with a beautiful coordinating design for free. So they make things easier with the free recipient addressing, printing all your loved ones' addresses on envelopes for free. I don't know if you guys heard that. It's for free. So yeah, stunt on these hoes and then get the address is printed for free. Bring your traditions to life with independent art and designs this holiday season, and use code TOAST for 20% off your Minted holiday cards, gifts, and wrapping paper. Again, that's code TOAST, TOAST, for 20% off your Minted holiday cards, gifts, and wrapping paper this holiday season. And don't forget, of course, to stunt on these hoes. Today's episode is also brought to you by the new show on HBO Max, I Love LA. So, Rachel Sennat's new HBO original comedy series, I Love LA, is out now on HBO Max. The breakout star of Bottoms and Shiva Baby brings a new show about young, ambitious friend group navigating life and love in Los Angeles. Sennat stars alongside Jordan Firstman, Josh Hutcherson, Odessa Azion, and True Whitaker. Don't miss all new episodes of I Love LA, Sundays at 10:30 p.m. exclusively on HBO Max. Subscription required. Visit hbomax.com for details. Don't miss out on all new episodes of I Love LA, Sundays at 10:30 p.m. exclusively on HBO Max. Subscription required. Visit hbomax.com for details. Today's episode of The Toast is brought to you by Quo, formerly known as OpenPhone. One of our favorite sponsors, OpenPhone, has went through a rebrand. Quo. We love a rebrand here at The Toast. And let's talk about something every business owner knows too well, missed calls. Because missing a business call, that's like watching money fly out the window and straight into your competitor's hands. So that's why today's episode is brought to you by Quo, formerly OpenPhone, their smarter way to run your business's communications. Quo is the #1 business phone system. It's built for 2025, not 1995, and it's rated the top choice for customer satisfaction with over 3,000 reviews on G2. So forget juggling phones or using a landline. Quo works right from an app on your phone or computer. Your whole team can share one number and collaborate on calls and texts like a shared inbox. You're going to have faster responses and happier customers. So Quo is not just a phone system. It's a smart system. It has built-in AI call logs. It writes summaries, even rounds up your next steps. If you can't answer the phone, one of their AI agents can. So with qualifying leads, routing calls to the right person, and making sure no customer is ever left hanging, even after hours, Quo's got your back. It keeps the lights on while you can actually sleep. And that's why over 90,000 businesses are already running on Quo. From solo parenting to growing teams, Quo helps businesses stay connected and look professional. So start your free trial today, plus get 20% off your first 6 months at quo.com/toast. That's QUO.com/toast. And if you already have a number, they will port those numbers over for free. So Quo, it's no missed calls, no missed customers. Start your free trial today and get 20% off your first 6 months at quo.com/toast. That's QUO.com/TOAST. Today's episode of The Toast is brought to you by Little Spoon. You know that moment when it's almost 6 p.m., kids are hungry, and you're staring at the fridge holding, a snack pouch and a grape? We've all been there more times than we'd like to admit, because it turns out parenthood doesn't come with a meal plan. And that's why we stopped stressing over last-minute meals, and we've started using Little Spoon, today's sponsor. They deliver real food for babies, toddlers, and big kids straight to your door, so mealtime actually feels easy. So it's hard to be creative and fun all the time and also productive. Well, Little Spoon gets that. So they have recipes that are made with pediatricians. They're packed with hidden veggies, and they somehow get, kids' approval. Everything's made with real ingredients. There's no artificial flavors, sweeteners, or dyes. It's a rare combination of convenient and healthy. What's great is that they have all, whatever, age kids are in your house, they have all different types of food. So they have baby's first food, they have toddler food, they have teen meals, they have snacks, they have pouches, they really have everything. It's a mealtime hack that parents can't stop talking about. They have no prep, nutrient-packed meals for snacks, for babies, for toddlers, and even for big kids. I don't know which group of kids is harder to feed. I'm feeling like it's big kids. We'll get 50% off your first online order at littlespoon.com/toast50. Our code TOAST50 at checkout will get you 50% off your first online order. Little Spoon, LITTLESPOON.com/toast50. Don't forget to use our show's code for 50% off your first order. Littlespoon.com/toast50. Littlespoon.com/toast50. Thank you, Little Spoon, for sponsoring today's episode. So this third story, I have so many thoughts on, and you're also a girl mom, and so I would love to hear your thoughts. So Shay Mitchell, who's she's an actress, but she's really a renowned businesswoman now. Her luggage line base is huge. She has launched a new company, and it's sparking backlash because it's a toddler skincare line. So,
this is hers?
Yeah, it's called Rini, R-I-N-I, and it's a skincare line developed specifically for children. Ahead of the launch, Shay Mitchell posted a picture of a young girl with a face mask on,
How
teasing
young?
the new product.
Like middle schoolers or
no,
children?
Toddler. Yeah.
Crazy.
She teased a new product. It's called Something Gentle, Something New. Social media users took to the comment section. Some enraged over today's beauty standards. She said, I thought this was an awareness campaign about unrealistic beauty standards for kids, not an actual ad for kids' skincare. This is heartbreaking and horrifying. Another one said, I struggle to find the right words to articulate how disappointing and dystopian this is. People called the move sick, out of touch, and insane. So it's co-founded with her friend, Esther Song. The beauty brand's name, Rini, is the Korean word for children. So Shay Mitchell, so I feel so conflicted because like kids these days are obsessed with skincare. Like I see it comes up on my TikTok all the time. Like my skincare routine, she's like using like
drunk
retinol.
elephant, and like they're 12. Yeah.
So like we can't stop the fact that kids are obsessed with skincare today. Like the way that we were obsessed with like hit clips is what kids do. So the fact that she's creating, and like kids look up to, like especially girls, they see their mom doing makeup and they're like, well, I want makeup. And so this is like a safe way for them to engage and share something with. I feel so conflicted because like on the one hand, it's nice that like if a kid wants to copy their mom and they're doing it already, we might as well give them a brand that's like totally safe, totally cute and whatever. It's not going to do anything for their skin. It's just like a way for them to participate. But on the other hand, like I feel sick. Like if I were to make a thing for kids, it's like, well, it's a way to get kids outside and off their phones. And like, I don't know, but like it's happening anyway.
Here's the thing.
So I don't know.
Here's the thing. Once again, the internet is like mentally ill because they're like horrifying I mean, it is kind of dystopian, I'm not gonna lie, but like it is. But people being like, I'm sick to my stomach, and like I know you're kidding, but some people being like, I shudder to think, I cannot articulate the words. Like, okay, relax. If Shay Mitchell didn't do it, someone else would have done it. And like also, you said, is her co-founder Korean? Is it a Korean skincare brand?
It's Korean skincare,
like in Korea, they have something for everything. Like I'm sure there already is some sort of like child skincare line there. Like that's like their thing, and they're really good at it. They're really good at it. So like, why not Shay Mitchell? Someone was gonna do it. Why not her? Like it's fine. But what she could have done is like, if you want to engage with your mommy and copy what your mommy does, like it could be a play kit. Like there's play makeup kits. Like it could be like
fake kitchens.
It could be fake.
Like they're not really cooking.
If she would have sold a fake set, it kind of would have gone along with her little like luggage brand and everything. And like, I don't think she needed to come out with like actual physical skincare to put on her face. Like it also just seems like hella messy. Like why? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't see the point in it, but I'm not like, I'm not. She didn't come out with makeup for toddlers. You know what I mean?
But I think of it as the same as makeup. Like
it's
when we were
strange that
kids,
it's for toddlers.
like I grew up in a house with all girls and we had like fake makeup, right?
Sure.
It was like fake palettes and whatever.
Yeah.
And that's fun. So much of kids play is pretend. You have fake kitchens. And then like your mom would put lipstick on you like while she was going out and it was like so special.
Because
like,
it was
she
a
took
big
it off right
special
after.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I just hate that like that's what the world is.
I think
I don't have a problem with Shay Mitchell. I have a problem with the world.
Yeah, and you know what? Also, I think it could have been for middle schoolers. I think it's really bizarre that it's for toddlers. It creates this weird thought of babies being adults, and you don't want to think of babies being adults, right? You don't want a toddler to think it needs skincare because that's what a toddler, if they're playing pretend, thinks like, I need to put this on. I don't know. It creates I don't like the age of it. Like when you just said it's for little kids, I'm like, oh, grow up. Like all these 12-year-olds are using skincare anyways, but you're saying it's for like toddlers is kind of fucking weird.
Well, the picture is her daughter. How old is her daughter? She can't be more than 5. I don't know how old kids are. It's so annoying. Like, how old are these 2 kids?
Those 2 kids are
like 6.
Those are kids. They're not
teens. They're not teens.
They're not in they're like in 1st grade.
So like, to be clear, I'm not mad at Shay Mitchell and her explanation is like, you know, my daughter wants to play with me. I would rather her use this than real hyaluronic acid. Like, having. Like, so
what is it? Is it just a nothing burger? Like, is it just like
facial masks? That's it. It's just, they have a line of masks. They look like, you know, puppies and pandas and unicorns.
But like, what's in it? That's, by the way, that's what adults wear. Like, if I see one more girl out with like stars on her face, like that's what adults are wearing too.
And then in this picture, then on the brand, they have a picture of like a bunch of kids wearing it. It's, I would say this girl's probably 13 and then the youngest is 5.
I don't mind if you're buying it for your 10 to 13-year-old, whatever, but like a 5-year-old using this is weird to me.
It's created for growing faces, ages 3 and up.
3 and up is crazy. I mean, whatever. It's okay.
I hate to be like a part of like, this is wrong, but like, I don't know. I don't have a problem with Shay Mitchell. I can't stress that enough. Like, this is what the world is. Consumerism.
You know what? Get your bag, sis. If she didn't do it, someone else was going to do it. And it's like,
and she's doing it safe and ethical. You know, I'm sure she's got it all.
And whatever. But it's like the Skims Bush. It's like, okay, so she's popping off and people hate it and people love it. Like, you're making news. That's great. We're talking about it on like the most popular podcast in the world right now. So she's doing something good.
They want to help nurture healthy habits and spark confidence. I don't know. I hate this. I chose 6 stories. Oh no, I chose 5 stories. Okay. 4th story. Kim Kardashian did not pass the bar.
I saw this.
She said, well, I'm not a lawyer yet. I just play a very well-dressed one on TV. So 6 years into this law journey, I'm still all in until I pass the bar. No shortcuts, no giving up, just more studying and even more determination. Thank you to everyone who has supported and encouraged me along the way. Falling short is not a failure. It is fuel. I was so close to passing the exam, and this only motivates me even more. Let's go. Now, I want to say a few things. The fact that she didn't pass is not a big deal. Like so many successful lawyers. Like it's the hardest test.
Have you seen Suits? Meghan Markle didn't pass forever.
It's not a litmus test on whether you're going to be a good lawyer or not, or whether you're smart or not. Like some of the dumbest people I know have passed and some of the smartest people I know have not. Like it's not a big deal. It just begs the question, like,
why?
Girl, you don't have to do all this. Like now I see her on the show because I'm watching the new season. Like her flashcards for years, her and her flashcards while she's doing a TV show. Her and her flashcards while she's doing a photo shoot. Her and her flashcards while she's being a mom to 4. Like, girl, you're a billionaire. Chill. Like if I'm a billionaire, you're not going to catch me doing this much.
No, but I'm telling you, wish list. She wants the baby face and the fat ass. She wants the Oscar on her bathroom floor. She wants it all. And like, she should have it. She should have it all.
She should. Like it's coming really hard to her.
No, it's coming hard to her because like I just like no shade to Miss Kimberly Noel with the same middle name as me, spelled the same in everything, and I don't think people talk about that enough. But she just wants it. So like you're allowed to like strive for things, and I think the main thing she wants people to know is that she can, that she's not stupid, that she's not just like a girl who had a sex tape and a reality star and a big butt and comes out with like Bush underwear that she could.
But she's not that anymore. Like I feel like the world gets it.
That she's a businesswoman.
People who hate the Kardashians can admit that they are savvy businesswomen, and Kim and Chris are the smartest of them all.
But do you think that people still don't put Kim in that category? Because you're like, yeah, but she has a momager like Kris Jenner, so that's why it's all great. Like I think
do. I feel like people
prove.
have given her flowers. I feel like it's been proven, but I understand she wants to still continue to prove people wrong. I get it. It's just I feel exhausted for her. Like,
I know.
Watching the new season, even with the acting thing, I'm like, why? Like
I was gonna say it's the acting thing. It's like for what?
People act to become billionaires, not billionaires to become actors. Like acting low-key sucks. It's all day. And it's just like, and she's missing family stuff. I'm watching the show and I'm like, girl, why are you doing all this? You don't have to.
I know. I was just talking on my podcast with a friend that was like, yeah, but we were talking about the new show and how terrible it is. And she was like, yeah, but she's out there and she's really trying. And I was like, no, but if you're an actor, like you should be good. Like I'm not, it's not one of those things where it's like, but she tried really hard. I'm like, no, you gotta be good.
And the show, All's Fair on Hulu, it's like, people are saying it's the worst show ever made. And now people are saying it's like the worst show ever made in an extremely camp kind of way.
All right.
And Kim has totally leaned in. She's like posting all the negative reviews, being like, the show is so bad,
critically
it's good.
acclaimed, yeah.
And that's actually really, I want to say, a unique approach, and I respect it. Mm-hmm. Back to the bar thing, just really quickly. I think Kim not passing, people forget that Kim actually did not go to law school, and she's taking this unique approach. She passed the baby bar, and she's doing an apprenticeship. So like, I don't think it's a big deal at all. It would have been really a slay and a half if she passed. But she didn't, and I don't think it's a big deal.
I
really
don't think it's that deep.
I don't. Sue me, I don't.
She can sue you soon as she passes the bar.
Well, she can't.
She got to pass the bar. Yeah.
Okay, our fifth and final story is some weirdness. Are you ready for the weirdness?
Yeah.
So actress Rachel Lynn Matthews, who I'm sure you don't know, and I don't either.
Can I please take a pause? I don't know who I was just talking to about this, but I was saying that you and Jackie know so many fucking people. Like,
oh wait, sorry, Shannon, I don't know who this bitch is.
No, I know, but I was just about to say, of course you know who this random person is. I will be listening to The Toast. Does anyone else listen to The Toast? And you're like, so-and-so became a mother of 4. Congrats, mazel tov. And I'm like, who the fuck is that? And then I'm always having to look up IMDb, and y'all are like, oh yeah, I loved her in blah, blah, blah. Y'all's wealth of knowledge on famous people is really impressive. But okay, I don't know who this.
Thank you. I agree.
I'm gonna
but I don't
her.
know this. I don't know this person. You're not going to know her either.
Rachel who?
You don't need to know her.
Okay.
So Rachel Lynn Matthews, I guess an actress. She dressed up as Katy Perry for Halloween on the Blue Origin, very controversial space flight.
Okay.
So like normally, why would we care that this random actress dressed up as Katy Perry? She like mimicked Katy in the blue spacesuit, kissing the floor. She had long black hair. Well, because she posed with Orlando Bloom on Halloween, like they were hanging.
Oh, not like because someone dressed as Orlando Bloom?
No, real or it's Orlando Bloom dressed as a skeleton.
Oh, wait, that's
so the actress. Yeah, I know.
Maybe
Actress
she was just a creepy B-list actress who was like, "Can I take a picture? I'm dressed as Katy Perry." Haha.
Right. So it's unclear. She was sporting a black colored wig and a blue spacesuit similar to the one that Katy Perry wore. She mimicked Katy Perry also by kissing the floor. And writing "take up space." She like Instagram "take up space" because that's what Katy Perry said. So then a separate photo showed this actress posing alongside Orlando Bloom, who wore in a skeleton-themed costume. It's unclear where the photo was taken, but the Lord of the Rings star spent Halloween at the annual bash of Vass J. Morgan and Michael Braun. I don't know what that
Who's
is.
the Lord of the Rings star? Orlando Bloom or the girl?
Yes, Orlando Bloom.
Okay.
Several people questioned whether Orlando Bloom and this random actress were friends or strangers who ran into each other at the same party. If she's just some rando at a party who got a picture with him while he's dressed like that, it's hilarious, someone commented. But
What if she
If
was
these
dressed
two were
as
together.
What if she was dressed as Anne Hathaway from Interstellar or something?
no, because she posted kissing the ground.
Okay.
And someone screenshotted her Instagram story saying, take up space, which is exactly what Katy Perry said.
Right.
While going to space. Oh, Katy Perry also
Shouts out
named her daughter
Daisy.
Daisy.
I know I was going to say shouts out Daisy. She brought a Daisy to space. It was actually
And do
before.
you know the song Daisy?
No, I haven't listened to it. I've listened to Daisies by Justin Bieber. Everyone sent me that after it like first came out.
I forgot about that. Oh, you have good songs. Like, there's actually a song named Ruby. It's really good. I think it's like by some band, like the White Stripes or something. It's good.
Ruby was, you know how people love those lists? They're like, baby names you love and won't be using. I fucking hate those. I never do those. I don't know why I have such an egregious, stop posting those. But
Because it's triggering. Choosing a name is really hard.
well, also because I'm like, wait, I like those names. Stop shouting them out for the world. But Ruby was very, very high up on our list for a girl. Now I won't be using it because you can't have like a Daisy and a Ruby. It gets just like, it's a bit like too many IEs and Ys and EE and like Ruby and Daisies are like flowers and diamonds and whatever. Anyways, gemstones. Ruby is James's great grandmother or something, and it was really high up on my list. So
oh, that's nice.
almost did Ruby, but Daisy does have a lot of good
You should
songs.
listen to Daisy by Katy Perry.
Okay, will do.
I just want to say, I think that Orlando Bloom like went to this random Halloween party and this random girl was there and took a picture with him because like she understood the cultural context.
Of course.
And to be clear, I think probably Orlando Bloom saw this girl in a blue spacesuit and a black wig and did not think for 1 second she was dressed up as Katy Perry. She could have been anything. She could have been like.
Did
no.
she not really? She didn't really like do too much like it. She just looked like she was wearing a spacesuit.
She's just wearing a blue catsuit and a black long wig. I don't think he would have thought
Oh.
that she was dressed up as his. And also, like,
If he
I
doesn't
don't
know
if
her,
these
what
two-
color is her hair to begin with? He might have just thought she was like an astronaut.
Right. And I don't know if Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom have like bad blood from their breakup, but they do share, a daughter together. And I don't think you would be like making fun of
Right. It's not giving.
when Katy Perry was at her lowest. Like, I don't think he's a mean
No.
guy like that. I just want to say, I think this is a nothing burger. I think this is this girl starting stuff. Like she saw an opportunity to do something extremely funny and she did.
Yes, and she did, and yeah, it's not giving. What's the ex of Travis Kelce who's like keeps dressing up as like her
Kayla Nicole.
Yes.
Oh, so much drama with Kayla Nicole over the weekend.
Yes, dressing like the
The Swifties found her old tweets extremely homophobic.
Oh, I didn't see this.
Oh, really bad.
Can't stress this enough. Delete your tweets.
She basically did this costume and like she was like the Swifties were starting stuff and she was getting like backlash for the costume. And so she tweeted like protect Black women always. So that took everyone to her Twitter. And when they went to her Twitter, they found really kind of crazy homophobic tweets. It was mostly homophobic, but there was also like some anti-Black in there. So people were like, well, you're saying protect Black women. It doesn't appear as though you protect Black women. And it was really
Where were
bad.
they
She has
from?
deactivated, I don't know. She has deactivated her Twitter.
God, giving Twitter to, I assume Kayla's probably around our age. Like I got Twitter when I was in like
High school.
ninth grade or something, and it was like the parents weren't on it, so it was like a way to get off Facebook when you would update your Facebook status and be like, Shannon is bored, lol. Like you then took to Twitter, and it was just a conscious stream of our thoughts as 15-year-olds. It's so fucking scary.
Yeah.
When I went on Very Cavallari, they did a sweep of all of our socials. Yeah.
Oh, how lovely of them.
Yeah, like Love is Blind should do that. Or Love Island. Or whoever keeps having all these issues, but they did. They made us like submit all of our stuff and all of our. We had to like pull our deep records. So like if you're trying to find something, I mean, you literally can't because like they've already swept it all. And there wasn't anything too egregious. There was like a couple. There was a couple like random things where they're like meh, and I was like okay, but you see what I meant there, and they're like yeah, but just meh.
Shannon, can I ask you a question like totally random, not even addressing what you just said, even though that is interesting. Thank you for sharing. As a breastfeeding mama, are you fucking starving all the time?
Not as hungry as I was pregnant. Thirsty. So Sahara Desert, but only when she's physically drinking from me or I'm physically
you
pumping.
need water.
It's weird. It's like, and I try to explain it to James, I'm like, I need water like air I breathe. It's like water is leaving my body and I physically have to have it right now. I was way more hungry pregnant and it actually is, it's a problem for me because you have to keep eating to keep your supply up. And I'm just like, you know me, I'm like a crackhead. I'm like the Energized brain. I'm like, blah, 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 and I'll like forget to like eat as much as I need to eat. And then I'm like, I am such a psychopath. I'm like, I only pumped like a quarter of an ounce less that time from that right titty. I know I normally pump more than that. And so it's like, Yeah, I need to be better about it. But I am always hungry. I'm hungrier than pre-pregnant Shannon.
Right, of course. So like you just can't relate to me needing to wrap the show right now because I'm so fucking hungry.
No, but do you drink coffee in the morning?
Yeah, I've already had 2.
Yeah, I guess I'm just like.
And then I pooped, so like I'm really empty.
Okay. Well,
so
then that's
skinny
it.
as a needle.
So you're gonna fall through the floor. What you need to eat right now?
Are you worried about me?
I'm stressed.
Shannon, guys, if you've enjoyed what you've heard here today, Shannon has a fabulous podcast, a Dear Media production, called Probably a Podcast. You can find it anywhere you get your podcast. She does tons of guest interviews. I know you're about to interview someone fabulous right now, and that's really why you're dressed up.
That is.
And lots of mama stuff, pregnancy stuff, baby stuff. It's a fabulous podcast.
And
I highly recommend.
You want to dive into the archives? Sometimes I talk about getting fucked. So
sometimes she also has a new comedy special out. Follow her on Instagram
Thanks.
at. Oh, did you change? Are you still Probably Shannon?
It's probably Shannon. Just that's all it is. My
Good.
last
You should
name
always
is
be.
Middleton on like the actual Instagram thing, but no, probably Shannon is on all of my socials.
Your last name is Middleton in my phone too.
Thank you for
And
changing that.
I respect. You changed it actually the last time we got drinks.
Thank you for respecting my marriage.
And every time I go to find your name, I'm like, who's Shannon Middleton?
I know it's tough. It's a tough sell.
It's crazy.
But we're trying to.
Yep. That's how you have to commit.
You
have to commit.
You do. Haley Bieber did. We don't remember her as Haley Baldwin.
It's so true. Such a good point.
Such a good point.
Guys, thank you so much for listening to the Toast Millennium Morning Show. We deal with the fast stories you need to know every Monday through Friday. And YouTube, so you're watching us on YouTube. Please feel free to subscribe me this video. Thumbs up. Also available as podcast, Spotify, 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 and wickedly talented we are. Thank you, Shannon, for your time.
Might I do Jax's part? Love
Yes.
ya. Bye. Love ya.
She
Bye.
recently updated it.
What'd she do?
Love you, bye. Leave a message at the end.
Oh yeah, I've heard that a couple times. I often think about the dear toaster that accidentally said "I love you" to her boyfriend at the time, and we were like, "Keep playing the dear toaster," or "Keep playing love ya, bye, love ya, bye." Yeah, I think about her often.
Love ya,
bye.
Leave a message.
Leave a message.
Good morning, girlies. It's the Toast. It's Jackson, Claude, and we're your hosts. It's your favorite show, the fast 5 things you need to know. We'll start your day off swirly. It's the Toast. I sound amazing.
Welcome back to The Toast. Happy Thursday. Now, I'm feeling excited about my guest co-host today. Obviously, she filled in for me when I was on leave, and she's a mama herself, but I have real business to get down to with her. Mm-hmm. It's Lizard P. Woods, a.k.a. Liz P. Woods, a.k.a. Liz Height. Like, let's be real.
Yeah. Firsty, lasty, always.
Now, Liz, I have to ask you a question.
Oh.
Do you feel awkward?
I mean, you like run your mouth after you go on this podcast, like to your sister about how much you hate doing co-host. So
I'm cracking up.
I'm not apprehensive about the toasters. Like I think
they love
the
you.
toaster community likes me, but you kind of like are scary.
Oh, no, that's not what I was bringing up. We're going to have so much fun.
Oh, okay.
But we need to address the elephant in the room.
What is it?
Lizard, I asked you before Jackie. I asked you during, what was it, Harry or Charlie's maternity leave? You were like such a micro influencer. Mm-hmm. I said, Lizard, would you like to come co-host The Toast with me? And she said, politely decline.
Yeah. You wanted to support small creators.
And then during my maternity leave, Jackie was like, I'm going to ask Liz. I'm like, well, good luck. She doesn't want to do podcasts. Next thing I know, you're on The Toast filling in for me. Explain yourself.
Well, not only that, but I actually reached out to Jackie like preemptively
you
when
put
you were
yourself
pregnant.
out there. Yeah.
I wasn't ready.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm ready. And I feel
more so it wasn't like you wanted to hang out with Jackie and not me.
Well, I also got the invite to like Jackie's house to spend time with her family and eat her cooking.
Today I made you commute.
Yeah, commute.
Yeah.
Which was funny. Well, I commuted to Florida and like I live in New Jersey, but it was the whole experience was pargy. Yeah.
Okay, and so that's all you're going to say.
Yeah, no comment.
Okay. Welcome to The Toast.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, so good to have a fellow pop culture lover, the Dash Queen herself, Lizard P. Now, you probably are familiar with Lizard P after her stint on The Toast, but in case anybody needs like a brief reminder.
Yeah. Well, Jackie put it very eloquently when I was on with her, not to trigger you, but she said, I'm often like the story version of the toast. Like I'm kind of the one who like puts forth the news and then you guys offer your commentary the following day.
Yes. And it's a little confusing because you, Jackie, and I have a group chat that we talk in like probably 10 times a day.
Yeah.
And so we like we form our thoughts together. We all generally like think the same things about pop culture. We'll say them on the toast, you'll say them on your story, and everyone will be like, you're copying Liz, and people are like to Liz, you're copying the toast. But we actually just have like the same thoughts.
We do.
Which is so fun.
Yeah, I think it's nice to like have a group of people that you mostly agree with on, especially pop culture, and especially when like it often seems like the rest of the internet is
disagreeing
not
with you
on our side.
But don't you also feel like sometimes it's me and you against Jackie?
Yes. Do you think it's ever me and Jackie against you?
Literally never.
No, it's never.
Because Jackie doesn't get us. Like,
No.
as much as we're all the same, Jackie draws a line at TikTok, and Jackie's actually not chronically online, but you and I definitely are.
Yeah.
And so there's like a lot of things like she just doesn't get, which is why I'm excited for you to be here today.
I'm so excited to be here and to like offer my Claude Liz spin.
Yes. Do you feel like you're putting on different personas when you host with Jackie and when you host with me?
Yes. I mean, Jackie and I think, even though you just said that it's often you and me against Jackie, I think Jackie and I are more similar personality-wise.
Yes.
So I actually feel like I can mostly just be myself, and that it'll be, I mean, I'm a reasonable facsimile for Jackie. I'm not Jackie.
Okay, facsimile.
But I think I offer a sort of similar energy that hopefully people will appreciate.
But did you feel like when you were hosting with Jackie, not to keep comparing, and I will stop at some point, I promise. Did you feel like when you were hosting with Jackie, like you had to pull back a little bit of your chronic onlineness, like a lot of stuff she might not understand?
No, I did feel like I offered in that sense, I offered the perspective that you often do and gave context.
That's why you were a perfect fill-in for me.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
What app do you think you spent the most time on? Because everybody knows you for your Instagram stories. I have to say, you are, without fail, the first story that pops up on my Instagram feed, and I would prefer it that way. That's how I get all my news. People are like, well, people get their news from The Toast, and I get my news from you. I love following you on Instagram. I so appreciate the hard work that you put into your stories. They make me laugh. I really find out a lot of breaking news from your stories. Do you spend the most time on Instagram? But you also love TikTok.
I do love TikTok. I spend the most time on Instagram. I have like all of my apps set so that I get notifications from like TMZ, Daily Mail, so that I'm the one who's like breaking the news. But in terms of the app I spend the most time on, it's Instagram.
I used to get all my news from the Daily Mail Snapchat story. Do you remember those days?
Yes, of course.
The Discover page?
Yes.
And I feel like you have really replaced that for me. Like you cover human interest, you cover celebrity news. And so while I'm not getting as many pictures of Ariel Winter and Demi, remember that girl?
Yeah.
What was her name?
The darling of Daily Mail. I have no idea.
She dated
what her name
Tyga
was.
for like a minute, and then she became like literally Daily Mail fodder. I do get all my news from you, and for that, I just want to say thank you for your service, because I know you work really hard on your stories.
It's my pleasure, and it's true. I do work really hard. Like I often say, I'm very lucky that like I've grown this community of people, but it requires a lot of work too. So yeah, got to give myself credit.
You're also a mama.
Yes.
How many months is Lil?
10 months. So she's 5 months older than
to the
Ruby.
day.
To the day. And Ruby has my birthday.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I didn't like want to bring that up when he was born, because that's like so annoying.
It is.
Yeah. Like I'm 29. You don't need to talk about my birthday.
And you bring up your age here is just not necessary. I want to tell you that. Like
sorry.
as a 31-year-old woman, like you better stop.
Of course. By the way, I have to say something, and I know you're going to take it the wrong way, but I was thinking about it on the way here. Like I always thought of you as older than you are, but not because of your appearance or like that.
Okay,
you're
I
like,
actually get that a lot.
I remember like when I became a breather, I was like, wait, Claudia's only 2 years older than me. Like I thought you were 30, not because of how you looked.
No. By the way, I actually get that a lot. They do say I'm wise beyond my years. I also tend to hang out with people who are older than me. I think that was just from like having two older sisters. I was like always hanging out with them and their friends. And then Taylor Strecker's like a lot older than me. I'd love to throw that in there. Brian, like all my friends are older than me. Shannon is like my age. But most of my friends, I like to hang out with people who are older than me, because yes, I do feel quite mature.
You are mature.
Unless we're talking about like poop and farts, then I'm not.
Okay, sure. Who is?
Who is? So you're a mama. Lil is 10 months.
Yeah.
And yes, you've had 5 months to let me know that Ruby's birthday is the same day as yours, and you have not mentioned that, but thank you for bringing that up.
Well, I deserve credit for not bringing that up
That is
until now.
so mature of you. I could never.
Yeah.
I could literally never. And do you find like when you're talking to other mamas and they're talking about like things their kids do, it's really hard not to like bring up your own kid, because you want to be excited for them and like about their, and like that's amazing that Lil is 10 months, but did you know that Ruby's 5 months? Like it's really hard not to bring up your own baby, because it's like annoying.
Yeah.
But you also, it's like a point of, it's a shared, it's hard.
You want to talk about your kid and like relate to the other moms, and in doing so, you inevitably talk about your own, but then you're talking about yourself and your baby.
And I'm very conscious of like trying not to always make everything about myself.
Yeah.
But I'm not making it about myself, I'm making it about
Your
Rue.
baby. Yeah.
Right. So yeah, Rue's 5 months, Lil's 10. Like not a big deal.
No, and it's funny because I was just visiting my cousins, and their baby is almost 3 months old, and I was like, this difference between these two babies is crazy. And meanwhile, like me and my cousins are 2 and 3 years apart, and we're like, we're besties.
Right.
So it's just funny how those like that sinks down, and then it becomes.
And then your cousins and their kids will be second cousins?
Yes. Our children are second cousins with each other.
And like, do you fuck with your second cousins?
I don't know. I don't even know who my second cousins are.
So does that worry you? Like,
it worries me a little only because my cousins live on Long Island, which is so far
from New Jersey.
Like it's so far. People don't talk enough about it. Because I like love spending time with them. But in general, it's like awkward because I kind of want to be like, am I your auntie? Like it's weird that I'm Liz. Like I'm not Liz to you.
Right.
But I hopefully like they stay cousins for like close cousins for forever.
You're very Jersey proud.
Am I?
Yeah, I feel like you're always just talking about how amazing it is to live in New Jersey.
I feel like I'm Jersey, but I'm not
would
Jersey
you say
proud.
you're Jersey-licious?
I wouldn't. I actually am not from New Jersey. I'm from
You're from
Philly.
Yeah.
But we wanted to be somewhere that was like in close proximity to New York and Philly.
And your
so,
husband's from where?
Philly.
Okay.
We're both from Philly. We met in high school. I also don't talk about that enough.
That you met your husband in high school? It's
Yes.
such a slay.
Yes. But yeah, I'm not really Jersey. I have a lot of good things to say about New Jersey, but like a lot of the time I have bad things to say. We don't have any bags in grocery stores. I don't think, does New York also not?
New York does, but it's only paper. Which you might as well give me no bag.
I disagree. I think paper is so much better than nothing.
No,
you've never been to the store and schlepping your stuff out like this.
The thing is, if I lived in a state where I knew I wasn't getting bags, I would be that type of person who BYOB'd. Like, I would bring my own bags. But in New York, like, I know I'm going to get a bag. It's just going to be a piece of shit that breaks on the way home. It's almost worse. Like, they're setting me up to fail. Paper bags don't even have handles.
Oh, they give you the ones without handles.
Yeah, handles are a thing of the past.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's rough. Like, just bring back the bags.
Bring back bags.
Yeah. And then you're forced to buy the cloth bags, at least where I live. And like, that's a bigger waste to me. I don't actually know like the environmental impact. You lose them. And like, honestly, a lot of the time I throw them away.
Yeah.
And that's better than like, if they gave you the plastic bags, I would use those for trash in my bathroom.
That's where I start to understand like people who hate celebrities and billionaires. Cause like I'm over here with my soaking wet Trader Joe's bag and like you're taking a private jet. Like that I understand. That's when I feel like, channeling my inner Billie Eilish.
Yes.
But then I remember I'm not a Fabis and a pun. I'm like miserable wench and I'm nothing like Billie Eilish.
And a total hypocrite, by the way.
Billie Eilish coming for everyone last night. Can you posted this on your story? What event was she at?
It was the Wall Street Journal Innovator Awards.
And she won one.
Yes, which is just like ironic. And I think people thought it was a slay. She was like, oh, she's in the room. And she's like telling them all like that being a billionaire is bad. But then she was posing with Hailey Bieber, who actually isn't a billionaire, but it's like, girl,
she's
like,
almost
she's
a
has hundreds of millions of dollars. Like it just, and her point then I saw the full quote was that she was saying like people need to donate their wealth, which like, okay, like that's more fair to me. But it always seems like she's coming after Taylor.
Yes.
And by the way, like you can't say that about Taylor because Taylor does
so
donate
generous.
her wealth.
Yeah.
So
okay, I just want to say something about donating your wealth.
Oh.
Obviously, like it's amazing.
Yeah.
Like,
but
I want to talk about Mackenzie Bezos. She famously donated like what she got $36 billion from Jeff, and she donated like 35 and a half. And that's amazing. And I don't feel like I saw any like marked difference. The world is like still impoverished. There's still like, so you're telling me $35 billion couldn't fix it? What's the point in everybody else donating? Honestly, I'm asking in a really earnest. This is an earnest plea. What is it going to take if not 35 bill?
yeah, I would need to see some statistics about like where the money went and what it actually did.
Right. Like, did she donate it poorly, or is it just not enough money?
Or are the charitable organizations run poorly?
Right. Well, that I feel is definitely a factor.
Yeah. I mean, they become, when they become big and they get a lot of donations, they become like big companies, and a lot of big companies are bureaucratic and run poorly.
Yeah. And if I ever did become a billionaire, which is obviously a goal of mine, and I'm not going to be one of these self-hating billionaires like Mackenzie Bezos. Like, I will be proud billionaire. I will not be donating it. Asterisk. Like, no organizations are getting my money.
Oh.
But like, if I see you on the street, like, and like you need money, like, come over. I'll give it to you.
I think you run into a little bit of a problem there, though, because, and they actually, they talk about this a little on The Good Guys, which like.
Oh my God, I didn't realize. Oh, it's worth mentioning Liz is a moron.
Yes, I'm a moron.
She listens to The Good Guys, and everything I know about The Good Guys, I know from you.
I know.
Because you're like, Ben said the funniest thing, and I'm like, he did?
I know, and I've had to scale back because I think one time I said, like, he said something a little controversial, and Claudia's
and you gave me a hit.
I don't want to know.
You gave me
and
a
I was
hit.
like, oh my God, you're so right. Like, if anybody ever said anything that I was saying that was like bad or whatever, like, I don't want to know.
Every episode of The Good Guys and be like, you should edit this out. And then I let them, frolic and they have to, that's not something you have to learn the hard way.
Right.
But then Liz texting me being like, they're kind of saying crazy things on The Good Guys. I was like, wait, what?
It was like, I thought it was cool, but I think Ben said at one point that he wanted to like donate his money to a person, like he wanted to have real life impact. Right. Exactly what you're saying.
And then copying my idea. I definitely told him
that. And then he realized, wait, like I don't know, like you could just be messaging me like I need $100.
Of course. You're gonna have to come with like proof of late payments and some bills, but I'm not gonna make it hard because then you get into paperwork, pushing paper. No. And you know what? If the worst thing I do is give somebody $100 who doesn't need it and I'm a billionaire, like I'll survive.
Yes, you will.
So I don't know how we got here. Oh, Billie Eilish for Bissina. All that to say, if when the day comes that I become a billionaire and you need money and you're just like a regular person, even if you don't need even if you're not like out on the streets, but like, a couple $1,000s might help, sure.
careful what you wish for.
No, 1,000%.
This is how people like win the lottery, and then everybody in their life, like their relationships are ruined because people come to them for money.
You know, we talk all the time on the Toast about like, if I won the lottery, what would I do? If you won the lottery, Liz P. Woods, what would you do?
Like buy a house, definitely buy like multiple houses, probably buy like my family members' houses, and I mean it's the standard stuff: houses, vacations. I would put it away in like a high yield.
Of course.
What is it? Like high yield savings? Like Chris and I always talk about like
where it makes like $10 million a year for
exactly. How much is enough where you can like draw a salary every year but still be comfortable.
It's so funny how everybody has these conversations.
They're the best. Like every time the lottery is going to be $1 billion, it's like, it's so much fun.
Do you buy like lottery tickets when it becomes like
never, like literally never? I mean, I always talk about it. I'm like,
how do you expect to win if you never buy?
Well, people where we live never win the lottery.
It's true. It never happens in the tri-state area.
No.
California, Texas. That's it.
Like Missouri.
Yeah.
Places like that.
Yeah.
But I thought that guy who won the lottery was so sweet. Like he just wanted to have that recent guy. He said he like wanted to basically just like level up his own life, spend time with his wife and chill.
And like let his wife stop working.
I hate to say this though, like I do think it's a little bit of a curse. I do think it's a curse.
Of course. A certain amount.
Yeah. And that your life like changes invariably. People that you love like start
act different.
Yeah. Coming to you for money. And then you want to be the generous person that pays for everybody's flights, pays for the hotel, pays for everything.
Tuition.
But at what point does that stop?
And to be clear, there is a lottery curse that would skip me.
Oh, right.
It doesn't
apply. Do you know the episode of Curb when Larry offers to pay his cousin's kids or like somebody's tuition? And then the mom's like, well, I actually want to go to cosmetology school.
Right.
So like then everybody comes to you and starts asking you for money for everything.
I saw the funniest TikTok and I feel like you saw it too because every time you share a TikTok or a tweet that you think is funny, it was on my timeline as well. We have very shared algorithms, but it was like this girl who was like very glamorous. Like she had like lots of makeup and hair on and she was like, when I find out that cosmetology school is technically considered a trade school and there's like Blue Collar Boys by Luke Combs playing in the background.
Funny.
It's so funny. Like I loved that.
But that's like
I should have sent it to you.
That's absolutely true.
I don't even send you stuff because I'm like, she's seen it.
I'm the annoying person that when you send me something and I've seen it, I say, I saw that.
I know. Okay, so what is the best way to respond to somebody you respect and love and appreciate? Like you send me a lot of tweets and like if I don't respond, it's because I have seen it. And is that ruder than being like, I've seen it?
Yes. Like you should say, I saw that.
Respond.
I saw that. I'm obsessed.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Yeah.
That's like a lot of work, but I'll work on it.
Okay.
You watched Love is Blind reunion last night?
I sure did.
So I'll do that as our final story so we can do a proper recap on the sparkle of it all and that random girl who took up the entire reunion whose face I had literally never seen.
Yeah, no, she was...
I did watch with like half an eye this season, but still, I feel like I would have remembered her. I swear to God, I've never seen this woman in my life. Well, Liz, I have a question to ask you.
Sure.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
For the Fast 5 stories that you need to know. Today's episode of The Toast is brought to you by HBO original comedy series I Love LA. Rachel Sennot's new HBO original comedy series I Love LA will hit TV screens this Sunday on HBO Max. The breakout star of Bottoms and Shiva Baby brings a new show about a young, ambitious friend group navigating life and love in Los Angeles. Sennott stars alongside Jordan Firstman, Josh Hutcherson, Odessa Azion, and True Whitaker. Don't miss the world premiere of I Love LA this Sunday at 10:30 p.m. exclusively on HBO Max. Subscription required. Visit HBOMax.com for details. Today's episode is also brought to you by Roback. Let's talk about Roback. They just dropped something you might be obsessed with, like we are. It's called the Bedford Mock Neck, and if you haven't seen it yet, it's kind of perfect. The mock neck comes in ivory, navy, and green, has a very super flattering high neck detail. I'm sure you guys have been seeing mock necks all over social media. Everybody's wearing mock necks. It's like a great fall staple, but it's like a turtleneck that's not too hot. It's a little bit more casual. So even if you're just running on dry shampoo and caffeine, the Bedford mock neck is going to make you look sophisticated, it's going to make you look put together, but you're going to be so cozy. So if you're in a stage of life where coziness is a high priority, maybe you just had a baby, maybe you're waiting for your baby to come, the Bedford mock neck gets it. The material is just buttery soft. It's the perfect lightweight, not clingy, not stiff, just right material. The pro tip is wearing it with the Vista collection from Roback. It's a new line of very soft leggings. So the leggings are the perfect blend of keeping you like right and tight. You know, they're nice and high-waisted, but they don't make you feel sick. Sometimes you're ever in like the back of an Uber going to throw up because your leggings are so tight. Well, the mock neck gives you that easy, effortless top half, and then the bottom just makes you look parchy. If you're ready to upgrade your uniform, now is the time. Perfect time for fall season. The Bedford Mock Neck and the Vista Collection are a power couple. Use code TOAST at Roback.com and you will get a generous 20% off your first order through the end of this week. That's Roback, RHOBACK.com. Our code is TOAST, TOAST. That will get you a generous 20% off your first order through the end of this week. Roback.com, RHOBACK. Today's episode is also brought to you by Caraway. They're launching their site-wide holiday sale today at noon Eastern Time, where you can get up up to 20% off your favorite cookware or other amazing products. So if you've been waiting to get Caraway for whatever reason, you've been waiting for a sale, this is your time. Also, if you're looking to stock up before the holidays, if you're hosting a lot, cooking a lot for this season, highly recommend doing like a big purge at Caraway, or if you're getting Caraway for somebody on your holiday wish list, this is just a great time to take advantage of the sale. There's so many seasonal things coming up. We've got Thanksgiving, we've got the holidays, it's chili season. I love the Dutch oven from Caraway for a good chili. They have everything. Butcher blocks made of thick premium wooden surfaces like maple and applewood. They have glass lids with their tempered glass for non-toxic cooking with a view. Everything is pargily made. You know how they do. You know you could ingest up to 10 grams of plastic per year from eating plastic wrapped leftovers. Well, the food storage containers from Caraway are a perfect solve for that. And they come in a ton of different really cute colors. And it's cute if you want to have like a matching vibe. Like my pans, my bakeware, and my food storage are all in this like very pargy sage green. Highly recommend for like a million reasons shopping at Caraway. It's just like pargy cookware. It's really much more safe when it comes to consuming chemicals. And with the holidays being closer than ever, get the gift or yours in time. Visit carawayhome.com/toasters. You'll take advantage of this limited time offer for up to 20% off your next purchase. Again, that's carawayhome.com/toasters. Today's episode is also brought to you by Velvet Caviar, my phone case, and my, what are we calling these? Sticky items. The only phone case brand that we love is Velvet Caviar, and they're on top of it. With the new iPhone 17 that just came out, I was like, oh, where am I going to get a case? Got it from Velvet Caviar. They also just dropped their limited edition holiday collection, new festive cases in stock and ready to ship. Their cases are drop tested, up to 10 feet. They are MagSafe compatible. All of their matching accessories can be applied and removed in a snap. So obviously this little doohickey snaps right on with a magnet. If you want to have like one of those little ring cases, it snaps right on. A little wallet, it snaps right on. Velvet Caviar is a female-founded brand. They're based in New York City, and since 2014, they've been on a mission to merge the world of fashion and tech with their signature pretty yet protective phone cases. Their new holiday drop has festive phone cases and the more matching accessories like wireless chargers, bag charms, hair clips, and more. For the next 24 hours, by the way, pay attention, please. Pay attention, please. For the next 24 hours, listeners can buy one, get one free on all of Velvet Caviar's phone cases and matching accessories with code TOAST. So only when you visit velvetcaviar.com and use the code TOAST at checkout. That's VELVETCAVIAR.com. Code TOAST for buy one, get one free on phone cases, accessories, and more.
Ready.
Okay, first up, I feel like we talk about Dancing with the Stars every day, and I try to be like a little bit measured in my stories because I got like 5 stories today, and I only chose one because it's about Ashley Dupree, and I actually could talk about Ashley Dupree endlessly, not to like be annoying. As somebody who grew up in New York City when the Elliott Spitzer, like it is so crazy, but she's like starting stuff, and I'm kind of like not on her side, even though I like her message.
Well, wait, what was her message?
That like they weren't giving Alex good enough scores. Like I agree.
Okay. Well, she got a 39
out
of 40.
So she was coming for Cheryl, who gave her the 9. Everybody gave her 10. So Alex Earl's stepmom, Ashley Dupree, is taking a dig at Cheryl Burke's appearance after the Dancing with the Stars scoring. So Ashley Dupree is clapping back after Cheryl Burke's score for the influencer on Tuesday night's episode of Dancing with the Stars. The 9 remaining couples at the start of Dancing with the Stars Halloween night channeled their best spooky energy. Okay, they're just like being really verbose. What happened was that she got a 39 out of 40. Cheryl Burke was the only one who didn't give her a 10, thus the 39 out of 40. And then Alex Earl's stepmom, Ashley Dupree, former madam of Elliott Spitzer and other high net worth individuals, was alongside Alex Earl and her younger siblings, made it clear that she was not pleased with Cheryl Burke docking Earl 1 point and took to TikTok to share her targeted insult towards Cheryl Burke. So Dupree filmed her reaction as the judges held up their scoring paddles, and when Burke held up the 9, Dupree could be heard saying exasperatedly in the video, "Oh, go take more Ozempic." Dupree's children seemed confused by the messaging and can be heard clarifying with their mom, "Go take more Ozempic." And then Dupree doubled down saying, "What? She looks weird. She doesn't even look like her." While Dupree has been open about her body transformation, he's never confirmed the weight loss came as a result of a GLP-1 medication. Instead, she told People magazine that she's living a healthy lifestyle with a priority of health for her, but things changed once she entered her 40s. Okay, so whether or not she's on GLP-1 is like seriously not of relevance. The thing is like, I actually liked Cheryl Burke as a guest co-host, guest judge. I thought she did a good job. I said that yesterday. And like she should have given Alex a 10 like everybody else was. And I like that Ashley is like, riding for her stepdaughter. Ashley's just like a tough person to like, you should be starting beef when you have like that many like dramas in your closet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's that was like an irrelevant part.
Yeah.
That wasn't a good criticism.
Right. And also, it was a week where Alex came out on the top of the leaderboard.
Right.
So, like, that's not a week to be starting stuff.
Yeah. And also, the weird thing was, this was a TikTok that she posted, right?
Yeah.
It
It's not like she was caught in the background.
Right. And I thought, because when I initially saw it, I thought, oh, she was like on live and people screen recorded her. But no, she like said that and then posted it. I thought that was a little crazy. And like, I think that we all have eyes and we know that like, and
She looks
she's already
different.
addressed it. She looks different. But like, she's addressed it. I don't know. It's just like, it didn't have anything to do with what
It didn't.
she said. And
No, I agree.
it was nasty.
It was nasty. And also, like, I already feel like a little about Ashley Dupree's social media presence, right? Like, she is, I know that the family has healed and I'm happy for them. I haven't. Like, it's so crazy to me how Alex and her family have just sort of welcomed in this woman. And I know they talked about it on Dancing with the Stars and when they have kids, like, yeah, it's really mature. But like, for me, she's Ashley Dupree.
Right.
And so it's just her social media activity and the whole, like, this is negatively, but like, I don't mean it negatively, like riding Alex's coattails, creating, she has like a couple 100,000 followers on TikTok and she's like becoming famous and whatever. And she's rewriting her own story, if you will. I don't love it.
Yeah.
And like, I always think of like Alex's mom.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not my favorite. So for her to be like making news in a negative way, and also Alex is still on the show. Alex is still trying to win. And like, you're not making it pargy for Alex. I can see Alex having been mad at this.
Yeah.
But Alex wasn't mad, at
No.
the affair.
She
Like-
got right. She got an amazing score, and I thought that it didn't make her look good. And like you're saying, like those in glass houses shouldn't throw
Yeah.
stones. Not that those two things are equivalent.
They're not, but like once you put yourself out there like that, then everybody, you're just
You
bringing
open
up
yourself up.
everything.
Totally.
That's why I don't feel like she should have any sort of like internet presence. I think it probably makes it hard for Alex.
Yeah.
Everyone's always bringing up this like very painful thing in her family's history. And so whenever she like pops up on my TikTok, I'm always like, ugh.
Yeah, cringe.
Do you think she got Alex's permission to like start influencing? Did she ask?
She probably brought it up and just said, like, do you care that I think it probably happened somewhat naturally,
Yeah.
but I don't.
Because there's
I don't
like
know.
intrigue in the family.
Yeah, as there should be.
Yeah. It just like makes me mad for the mom.
Yeah. But because I don't actually like know the full background of this. So
Okay,
the
so
father cheated
When I was
on
in
her?
high school.
Yeah.
Not to make everything about me.
Sure.
When I was in high school, there was this huge scandal. And I remember it because my high school was right by Elliot Spitzer's apartment. And like literally there was pandemonium outside for weeks. And it turned out he was the governor of New York using like campaign funds to pay for prostitutes or escorts, prostitutes.
Oh.
And the prostitute escort who worked with Elliot Spitzer, but then I think she also had like a couple of girls, was Ashley Dupree.
She was the main one?
Yes. And she also like had her black book was then released, very like Desperate Housewives when that woman, and in her black book was a bunch of like high net worth men in the area. Right. Alex Earl's father being one of them.
Oh.
They ended up falling in love. And now they literally like have like a very traditional, they had kids.
Right.
So he was stepping out on her mom with Ashley.
I see.
And so the fact that they all have dinner together, like they are this healed family, it's really crazy. And Alex is very, very rarely spoken about it. And even the times where she did, I don't think she really scratched the surface at like how deeply painful that was. And then on Dancing with the Stars, she talked about how like she loves her little siblings so much because they healed her family. Like her family maybe not be in this like amazing place without the birth of these kids. So it's all really admirable. And Alex's mom, like, goes on vacation. Like it's really Modern Family to the next level. Could never be me.
Yeah. Yeah. It's her mom, I guess, is very like diplomatic and
Oh, the mom is a fucking queen.
yeah. And then so the girl that Alex dedicated the dance to was her
The
half
firstborn,
sister
yeah.
of Ashley and her father.
Right, who like really healed the family.
Got it.
They say they wouldn't have gotten to this place without Isabel.
Yeah. Okay. So that is a really, really crazy story.
It's a crazy story.
I don't think that precludes Ashley Dupree from like ever speaking on the internet, but
No,
she
but
has
she
to
should be careful.
like, watch it a little bit.
Yeah, and I don't think that this was and it's all like I think she thought it was good and safe because it's all in defense of Alex.
Right. And maybe she thought people would think it was like funny and
Right.
everybody saw what
We
she
love
looked
to
like.
see her like, standing up for Alex. but
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. Especially because, like you said, Cheryl did a good job.
I thought Cheryl was great.
Yeah.
And I've seen Cheryl's TikToks. I think I spoke about them once before I was into Dancing with the Stars. I spoke about them on TheToast being like, because she used to date he's from Boy Meets World.
Oh, Matthew Lawrence.
And now he's dating 3LW.
And they had a very contentious
divorce, and she was making like a lot of TikToks looking
Yeah.
different. And so she made a lot of news about her appearance like a couple of years ago, so much so it got to me. And
Right.
like, I don't even know these people. I don't
Right.
watch Boy Meets World.
Right.
So like it's just kind of like low hanging fruit
Agreed.
for Ashley. I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
All right, next up, some next Gen NYC. I haven't watched, but I'm always keeping up with Next Gen NYC. I do think it has potential, and I do think the show could get to a point where like I would watch it.
Sure, me too.
But they need to like do better, and this is doing better. Brooke Shields' daughter Rowan has been spotted filming for Bravo's Nepo Baby show Next Gen NYC. So a spy tells us that they spotted Brooke Shields' daughter Rowan Henshey filming the Scion Heavy show last week. It was a scene at a holiday nights party hosted by members of the cast for the fashion chain Urban Outfitters. The show, which is filming its second season, stars reality star kids Riley Burris, Gia Giudice, Brooks Marks, Ariana Bierman, as well as Damon Dash's daughter Ava Dash and others. And the Calvin Klein model shares Rowan with TV. The Calvin Klein model shares Rowan. Oh, Rowan's dad, like thanks for saying that weirdly, is TV writer Chris Henshey. I don't know him, but that's why her name is Rowan Henshey.
Got it.
She's a college grad, but she seems ready for the spotlight. She has 12,000 followers on Instagram, over 100,000 on TikTok. She's appeared on red carpets with her mom. She went to the White House Correspondents' Dinner, yada, yada. So I actually think that this is a good casting. I think that they have like a couple of good things at Next Gen, but like not all of it's good.
Yeah.
I was really into the Ariana Bierman storyline. I think she's carrying the show. And you know, her and her boyfriend broke up.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is like kind of sad because I feel like her family life was falling apart and like her boyfriend, like she had this really good relationship. I thought that they should and would get married. And he also offered financial stability, which I was excited about.
Yeah, I feel like she needs stability. And you didn't watch the show at all?
Like not 1 minute of it.
Me neither. I
But
mean,
I want them to do well.
Yeah.
I hate that Bravo can't seem to make a good reality show about New York City. Aside from the original show, which hasn't been good in many years.
Yeah.
There's so many interesting people here from so many different walks of life, so much money here. And the fact that they like can't get arrested, I do think it speaks to like, I always say this, people in New York with real money, like don't want to be famous. That's the difference from LA and New York. Like real money in New York, they want no part of like fame, especially reality TV. So it makes it hard to cast people. But there are plenty of rich, desperate people. I'm one of them. Like,
yeah,
you know?
I think it's like adverse selection. Like the people who would do the show are the people that like you wouldn't really want on a reality show. And like, what would you say was the reason that Rahone original was successful and like bypassed this phenomenon?
Well, it was the early days of reality TV. So like as viewers, we were just like, we had less high standards.
Right.
They did have like wealthy people. Now they're all like strung out. But like Countess Luann was a Countess de Lesseps. She had a townhouse on the Upper East Side. Like it was insane. She had that huge house in the Hamptons. Obviously things are different now. Even Ramona and Mario, like they lived in a classic 6 on the Upper East. Like they didn't have the most money in the world, but they were very, very Zarin. Zarin was big.
Big.
But they were also women who had like literally nothing to lose. Like they didn't really have businesses. They were housewives traditionally. Oh, you know, I just saw Terry Hatcher was on Skinny Confidential podcast.
I saw that too.
And I just want to say like, thank you for asking. And I don't love Terry Hatcher. I can't get into my Desperate Housewives thoughts, but I love that they asked her a question that like I have long wondered. Not enough people talk about like the entire Real Housewives franchise, especially just the name of it, was inspired and loosely based off of Desperate Housewives. And like, where's Mark Cherry's financial compensation? And Terry Hatcher said like he deserves something because it's this huge $1 billion industry and like literally he started it.
Yeah, it's his idea. Not only that, but when you watch the very earliest seasons of Orange County, like even the themes and like the narration sounded like Desperate Housewives.
The image.
Yeah.
Like even to this day, every Real Housewives poster for a new season, they're holding diamonds, they're holding apples, they're holding oranges, depending on the city.
Right.
That was the poster for Desperate Housewives. They were holding apples.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure, I guess he didn't own like the concept.
Right.
But it really, I mean, and it's the name. Everybody would say that it's from Desperate Housewives.
No, it's not even a question of it is or it isn't. But the question is like, does Mark Cherry get owed some sort of financial compensation?
Here's another question. What else has Mark Cherry done? Like, is he okay financially?
Oh, he's fine.
Oh, okay.
From Desperate Housewives, but he also, did you ever watch Why Women Kill?
No.
It was only like a 2-season show. It was amazing. Desperate Housewives is his big thing, but he definitely has like a million other shows.
Okay. So we're not so worried about him financially.
I'm afraid to ask this question. Did you watch Desperate Housewives?
I watched like the first 3 seasons and when I was on my maternity leave.
Yeah.
And then that was like when I realized Marsha Cross is Marsha Cross.
She's so crazy.
I actually couldn't watch it anymore now.
I know.
I'm not the type to like just give up everything where somebody is anti-Israel because if I did, I would have nothing to watch or listen to.
Right.
But with this, it was like so egregious and it just gave me
She's
such
insane.
a pit. Yeah, she's wild. So
okay, so Jackie and I were having this conversation last night, like about some people, like we had this conversation offline. There are some people like we just can't quit.
yeah, of course.
And like whether they do or say, even if it's about like Jews or otherwise, like some people I just can't quit. I forget who we were having the conversation about. Oh, I don't want to say it because like I don't want to quit him.
Right.
Like, you know? And it's just funny. Like it's definitely selective outrage. Call it what you want. But it's also like sometimes I just forget.
Yeah. And sometimes the project is so, it transcends everything.
Yes.
It's pargy. Like, I'm sorry, we were just talking about Billie Eilish, but Birds of a Feather, like I will
Agreed.
never, I was skipping that song for a while. And then I remember, I think I posted or you posted, I can't remember, like one of us were like
Can't quit this song.
Chains free. I need to listen to this song. It's beautiful. What, I should suffer?
Exactly.
And
Because
like,
she's Fabissina.
Right. And I'm listening to a song,
Yeah.
right? I'm not like, not that I have that much power, but I'm not going to her concert.
Right.
It's a very small like financial contribution.
Agreed. And it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine. I almost want her to be a billionaire.
Just so that like
Just
you
so
can
she
call
can
her
stop
out.
talking.
Oh
Like-
yeah, for sure. I don't think that happened.
So I do think Next Gen is almost there. Like, I also think I might be just too old for it.
Yeah.
Like Ariana Bierman's what? This girl's 22. What am I watching a 22-year-old for?
Well, I think it's possible for things like that to be good, but I think you've just outgrown Bravo in a lot of ways generally.
I have. There are a lot of shows that like I used to live for that I just like can't watch anymore. It doesn't serve me. That's a fair point too. I also think like the concept of them doing Bravo Nepo babies like was a good idea. But some like, and this is going to be mean and I don't mean it to be mean, but like some things like are just not going to be good. Like when Brooks Marks is a part of it. Do you know what I mean? Like it makes it just like fake.
Oh, do you remember the time that I saw you at like leaving Zero Bond? To be clear, I wasn't at Zero Bond.
Yes, of course.
There were so many people leaving that night, Kim being one of them.
Yep.
I saw you and I saw Brooks Marks and he was like, he loved the fanfare.
attention.
We were like, we're not here for you.
I know, like, and that's what I mean. It's just, it's not a good fit.
Yeah. And also it's to me, that show is so clearly cobbled together.
Yes.
We know that Real Housewives
That's
in
true.
general are cobbled together. Like these people aren't usually real friends.
Definitely.
With rare exceptions. But this was like, let's just put all of these people on a show.
Random bunch of people who have quite literally never met.
Right. So I find that hard to
Like you're telling me
believe.
Brooke Shields' daughter and Gia Giudice hang out? Like they don't.
They don't.
They don't. All right, next up, we have some White Lotus news. They have decided they are shooting season 4 in Paris and at the French Riviera at 2 5-star hotels. So they haven't officially confirmed which hotel. Variety has learned that Mike White Anthology will indeed next shoot. Why do people write like in this way? Just tell me where they're shooting. They've actively been scouting swanky locations in both Paris and French Riviera. So similarly to season 3, how they were at Cosima, but then had like that storyline in Bangkok, they're going to be in the French Riviera, like south of France, with a subplot in Paris.
Okay.
Which I do kind of like, and I do think French Riviera, like I would have guessed that, but I thought it would be too obvious, like south of France, like I don't know, I just thought they would do something different, but I guess they really don't want to do somewhere cold.
Oh, okay. So like, I don't watch The White Lotus.
Oh, that's
I know
really
it.
crazy
I
of you.
literally come here and I was like, I'm just like Claudia doesn't have to worry about me.
Yeah,
Like I
right,
have
right.
institutional knowledge of all these things. I don't watch Next Gen. I
don't watch it either, but I can talk about it.
But I think that offers something good. It's kind of like when you and Jackie sometimes talk about football, and it's like it's funny because
an outsider's perspective.
right? I will say I know something about it, and like I've been to the south of France.
Oh, okay.
So,
Speak.
I mean, I was there once. They should do it. They should do it. And it was my honeymoon, by the way. Like it wasn't, I wasn't
What better
just.
time?
Yeah. They should do it at the hotel we stayed at because it was amazing. And it wasn't the classic one, the one.
Hotel du Cap.
I think they maybe would want to do it there because it's so like quintessential.
Yes.
Also, didn't they have a partnership with the Four
Four
Seasons that
Seasons.
ended?
Oh, did it?
Yes. I think that I saw that story. So now they have their,
Oh, they
it's
have free
open.
reign.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that was like kind of limiting. And what does HBO owe this random hotel chain?
Right. And like they don't need the press, the Four Seasons.
No, I mean, I would love to see some sort of like statistic on how the White Lotus impacted. I mean, that Italian hotel with the Jennifer Coolidge season on the Vespa, you can't get a room at that hotel for years. I know the Maui one was like kind of everyone has been there and like it's like obvious, right? But nobody had really known about this like random small town in Italy. You will not be able to stay there for the next 10 years. I would love to see like a financial report on the impact of HBO on Four Seasons. And like why that was such a random partnership.
Yeah, but I mean, it worked. Also, I have a question. Could I like watch season 4 having not watched the first 3?
Okay,
or
it's a good question because Ben joined me this season and I think last season without having seen the earlier seasons. And while yes, you can enjoy it, every season is a reset. Like they cast new people. There are 2 or 3 characters who have started from the first season and work at all the different hotels because it's the same chain in the show. And it does seem like they're painting a larger picture with these random people who show up for mere minutes every season. So I would recommend watching the earlier seasons, especially because they're better. Like the Hawaii season is definitely the best season.
Okay.
And then the Italy season is actually great too.
Okay.
And then this most recent one like wasn't my favorite. Have there been 3? Yeah, okay. So I mean, what are you doing? Watch them all. Like, what, you're so busy?
I have this I get mad when other people like something so much and then I'm behind on it. I'm like, forget you guys. I'm too stubborn now.
Severance.
Oh, yeah. No, I'll never watch it.
So Ben comes home and he went, where did he go? He was on a plane. Oh, when we flew home from LA, he flew home early. And he's like, I watched the most amazing show. He was like, have you ever heard of it? Severance?
Like, it's the biggest show on television.
I'm like, yes, Ben, I've heard of it. And he keeps calling it his plane show, which I know Ben, so like I know that's what he means. But he's talking to Margot. He's like, this plane show? And Margot's like, manifest? She had no idea what he was talking about. And he was like, it's called like Severance. He's talking about it like he found this like indie film. And he's only on the 5th episode. And I'm like, okay, I will join you, but like we have to watch the first 5 episodes again. And he's like, well, I can't. So we're just like sort of at this standstill every night where I watched Love is Blind reunion last night and he just scrolled TikTok for 2 hours. It was so annoying because Ben's scrolling TikTok and I know I scroll TikTok, but it's different when I do it.
Of course.
And his is all music.
Oh.
And so he'll turn to me and like show me these punk rock Taylor Swift covers. And it's like, I need you to stop. I don't care.
I also don't really like those. I'm sorry. Like,
I agree.
Respect to Wunj. I find them like, everyone's always so moved by them. And I'm like, I don't know. Like
the genre shifting for Taylor Swift, like I'm good.
I don't like it either.
I completely agree. Does your husband scroll a lot?
No. Like,
that's nice.
He doesn't have any
what
of
are you
these.
Talk about?
He doesn't have any of these apps. Like,
that's insane.
No, I know. It's actually nice though, because it means like when I'm making Instagram stories, I don't have to think about him like watching them. And that's really freeing. Not that like he's, like he's going to do anything.
That's a great question. Like you don't have to like fear judgment.
No, I find it like creating really hard when there's people I know watching it. Like way harder than if I'm just like speaking to an audience of anonymous people.
That's why I love that Ben doesn't listen to The Toast.
Yeah. Because you can let it rip.
Some could see it as unsupportive, but I see it as freeing because I can make fun of him.
I think that like listening to a podcast every day is crazy.
And it is worth mentioning, I can't remember the last time I listened to an episode of The Good Guys. Maybe it was the one that I was on and I didn't even listen to it. I just experienced it.
Yeah. And you hear so much about it when he comes home probably that you feel like you don't need to.
It's so true.
Yeah.
He was just like gabbing away the other day and knew all about John Stamos.
Oh yeah. That was a biggie.
That was a biggie. Did you see Jen Affleck put it on her story?
Because John Stamos talked about her?
Ben brought up Jen Affleck. I don't know why they started talking about Dancing with the Stars with John Stamos, but Ben was talking about it and then he was talking about how that Jen Affleck's on it postpartum. And then John Stamos was like, oh yeah, she's like that cute girl, right? And I think she was like really excited that John Stamos called her cute.
Never do anything ever again. That's amazing.
Today's episode of The Toast is brought to you by Saks.com. So it's that time of year. I'm sorry. When you think holiday, you think Saks. Whether you're going to a Pargy holiday event and you just want something cute to wear, whether you're doing all of your holiday shopping for, friends and family alike, highly recommend taking your talents to Saks.com. Not only is it just the most user-friendly, fun way to shop, they make it so fun and easy. I think it can be really overwhelming when you're shopping at a store that sells so many different categories, right? They have men, women, home, beauty, kids, they really have everything. But their website is just magic. They make it so fun, so easy with their tailored selects. Even if you're shopping for the pickiest person on your list, like obviously Jackie's at a stage right now where it's actually her birthday coming up. I have no idea what to get her. I'm heading over to Saks.com. They're just going to find, the right thing will find me. It's a perfect place to shop when you're not 100% sure. Everything on your holiday agenda, whether it's holiday parties, you're just staying cozy at home, are you traveling, going out to an office holiday party where your office crush might be and you want to look your best, head over to Saks.com. It's fun to shop for whatever you're looking for. And again, it's just like a really user-friendly experience. Shopping in store at Saks Fifth Avenue is so iconic here in New York. It's really just like the holiday season in a store, and the website is no different. It's really fun. It's really fresh. It's a great way to discover new brands. I find that like anytime I buy something at Saks from a brand I've never heard of, like the next year, it's like the coolest, most popular brand. So you can just like be cool like that too. So head over to Saks.com for inspiring ways to shop for everybody on your list. Today's episode is also brought to you by Weight Watchers, a trusted science-backed brand that has supported millions of people on their wellness journeys for over 6 decades. We are huge fans of Weight Watchers here at The Toast. Obviously, I'm in a unique era right now where I'm not trying to lose weight. It's just like not realistic because I am breastfeeding, but I'm trying to maintain my weight, and Weight Watchers is an amazing partner in that. They actually offer a breastfeeding program. Which it just feels nice to be seen. You get more points. They understand that you need to consume more calories. We don't want our supply to dip. And they have different plans for like every stage of life, which I really appreciate. Whether you're looking to lose weight, maintain your weight, or just like eat more whole, eat better, just keep track of everything you're eating. They're really modernizing their brand. Their app is amazing. It's not one size fits all. It's really built for you. So they're a personalized health solution designed to meet you where you are in life. If you qualify, you can also now access prescription weight loss medication through their licensed clinicians with one-on-one guidance from a registered dietitian for truly personalized care. It's no secret, I'm a huge GLP-1 fan. And when my time comes, you know I will be clicking that button with Weight Watchers. So if you've been curious about getting a GLP-1, you don't know where to start, doing it through Weight Watchers, which is such a trusted science-backed brand, highly recommend. And I'm jealous, and I hope you have an amazing time on that journey. Join today at weightwatchers.com. You can get started, and be sure to use promo code TOAST for $10 off your first month of membership. It offers 2 select plans. Restrictions do apply, and the offer ends December 31st. So promo code TOAST for $10 off your first month of membership at weightwatchers.com. Today's episode is also brought to you by Boulevard. Still juggling multiple tools to keep your business running? From booking to payments to marketing. Well, Boulevard is bringing it all together in one. It's an easy-to-use platform built for self-care professionals to keep your clients coming back and spending more. Boulevard is the fastest-growing client experience platform built specifically for appointment-based self-care businesses. Salons, spas, barbershops, and med spas, and other self-care businesses are so personal that the platform powering your business should feel the same. It's not just software. It's a smarter, more personal, and more simple way to manage all of your business locations in one place. So from bookings and payments to appointment reminders and client profiles, Boulevard elevates every client interaction and works as beautifully as you do. Plus, with AI-powered scheduling, marketing tools, you're going to see higher booking rates and gratuity, more ROI on your marketing spend, and smoother days for you and your team. Thanks to the always-on AI chatbot and expert support team, they respond within minutes, not days. So see why more 5,000 top beauty and wellness brands choose Boulevard to streamline and grow their businesses. Because self-care businesses don't just switch to Boulevard, they stay. Head to joinblvd.com to learn more about Boulevard and book a demo to see if it's right for your business. And for a limited time, Boulevard is offering new customers 20% off your first year subscription. That's joinboulevard.com, BLVD, JOINBLVD.com, joinblvd.com for 20% off your first year subscription. Joinblvd.com to learn more. Fourth story, Prince Harry's on a podcast.
Yeah.
And normally we don't care, but Hassan Minhaj was being funny. And I think people deserve credit when they're being funny. And I don't find him funny a lot of the time, but he had Prince Harry on his podcast, which is like a huge deal. I didn't even know that he had a podcast. So like, it's not like he's a major contender in the podcasting sphere, but this was a really big deal. And he used it as an opportunity to be funny. And I really appreciate that. So the Duke of Sussex was hilariously asked about what he thinks about Taylor Swift and Charli XCX's feud on the Hassan Minhaj Doesn't Know podcast. And then the host introduced the topic by warning Harry that it was a very heavy topic. He introed it really funny. He explained it really funny. And Harry just sort of like stood there dumbfounded. And I just want to say like nothing Harry, last name? Windsor?
Harry.
I was going to say Styles. What is his name?
Are they Sussex?
Nothing Prince Harry does like makes me laugh, smile, or even feel a remote pang of joy. I just think he's the most insufferable loser on the planet. But you know what? This is funny.
I thought he was funny too.
Yes, it takes 2 to tango.
Yeah.
These are 2 people who I don't normally like find intriguing or funny. Slade.
Not only that, but I don't think that many people like mainstream are talking about the Charli Taylor thing, besides you guys.
It's true. It's very internet, chronic online.
So not only was he like talking about this, but he was talking about it with Harry. I thought that was hysterical.
Me too. And like there really isn't much to talk to Harry about. Like obviously if I had him on this podcast, I would ask him, but you're not allowed, right? Like publicists, and so you can't talk about Megxit. You can't talk about the things that are interesting. So he was probably scraping the bottom of the barrel for things to talk about because like you can only talk about mental health for so long. And I appreciate like Hassan getting creative, and it's funny.
It is funny. And I think also, I wonder what like Harry makes of Taylor because
William is a big Shake It Off fan.
Of course. And there's so many like lines
that's
that
actually
are weird.
Really true. Okay, not us like being able to make it like interesting and dramatic. Oh. That's a really good comparison.
And also bringing up Taylor Swift like at every opportunity.
Now, I think I know the answer to this, but what do you make of the Charli XCX Taylor Swift beef?
I feel like the exact same way as you guys. I mean, there are some parties on both sides of these that I don't like, but for the most part, I'm Team Taylor.
Yeah.
Did you feel at all like it was kind of punching down?
Yes. So I almost wish she didn't address it because like it makes Charli relevant and like puts Charli on Taylor's level, and she's literally not. But like Taylor's mad, and I support mad women. There's nothing like a mad woman. I think what a shame she went mad.
I think that Taylor, like my beef with Taylor often is that she's bringing up beef where I'm like, girl, you won.
I know, it's so over. Like the fact that she's still making songs about Kim and Kanye. Like, oh, how the mighty have fucking fallen.
But also, like, she doesn't need to.
I know.
She won. I think it's, like, clear as anything. I always say that her last flex should be going to the Met Gala.
Yeah.
Because you always say it's Kim's bat mitzvah.
It's the Kardashian Sweet 16.
Nobody would care about Kim. I mean, actually, I think inside people would maybe be more hostile to Taylor because I think there are people there.
She has a lot of enemies in the industry because everyone's jealous of her. And she like low-key has beef with a lot of people. But
of
like
course.
Billie Eilish does attend.
Yeah.
Charlie XCX does attend. Carly Kloss does attend.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you posted something really interesting on your story that I feel like not enough people are talking about.
Gigi Carly?
Yes. And you said like, I feel like this is a reach, but it's not.
No.
Gigi Hadid sharing on her Instagram story. So Carly Kloss posted, Gigi has like a cashmere line, and I guess they make like kids stuff, and Carly just gave birth, so Carly posted on her story like, oh my God, it's so cute, baby's wearing this guest in residence, that's the name of her brand, and tagged Gigi. Gigi reshared it being like, so cute. That's crazy.
It's crazy for 2 reasons.
Please.
1, Taylor, Gigi,
Obviously.
Carly. 2, politically,
Yeah.
there's some Israel-Palestine.
Yes, Kushner.
Right, exactly.
Yes.
So, and I don't know which Gigi was fine with like doing away with first, but I thought that was like crazy. And I like I said, I really don't care to post about Gigi on my story, but I was like, this is wild.
I think about that a lot with Gigi and her ex-former step half-sisters, the Fosters.
Yeah. And
Like, do you think Gigi watches Nobody Wants This? No.
I don't know, but like, I think after October 7th and all of the, you know, the Israel stuff, like I think after is when the Fosters went on Watch What Happens Live and said like they speak to her.
Yeah.
Now
Sarah, yes, she did.
I do think like I don't know, people's like personal lives and personal like
Relationships.
politics or whatever you can I think still be friends and family with them,
Absolutely.
but it's awkward because like they're in the public sphere and they're so they
Opposite.
are the public sphere.
Yeah, it's so true.
So yeah, that was wild. Do you think it's possible that Gigi and Taylor are
I mean, I would love that.
I can't hide my smile.
I have long said that I think Taylor, like, one of my greatest criticisms of her is, like, if I was her, I would be, like, the people she's friends with, celebrities, are the last people on earth I would be friends with.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't vibe with any of her selections.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, except I don't think it would be good for Taylor to lose another long-term friend. I don't think it would make Taylor look good. Like Blake Lively and her, obviously Blake Lively's the villain, so nobody thinks Taylor's wrong for that. But, you know, the girl who, like, loses all of her friends, you're like, well, there's something wrong with the girl, not the friends.
I think people already say that, whether
About
or not
Taylor?
it's true. Yeah.
Yeah, but like, and I don't love Selena, but I think her longstanding friendship with Taylor like makes them both look good. Like, it's nice to have people who have no friends. Like, there's something weird about you, right?
And I think Taylor feels really strongly that like she shouldn't not be friends with people because of their public presence,
because
which I think is fair.
Because there was a time where Taylor's public presence was
Exactly.
really negative, and I think people didn't want to be friends with her, and that really deeply hurt her. That's why for so long, I know everybody says I'm like a denier, but I did not believe that her and Blake were not friends anymore, because the idea that Taylor would be on the outs with somebody who's publicly being canceled is so, I think, goes against Taylor's philosophies.
Totally.
And a part of me still kind of believes that they're going to be like, psych, we're still friends.
I don't think so,
I know,
but I think the reason that friendship ended allegedly is deeper than like the public, what
Justin
the public
Baldoni.
perception was. Because
Yeah.
I really do think Taylor would stand by her friend through anything, and I do think some of the things that we've heard about, like the lawsuit affecting her, have been true, or some version of that has.
And it's worth mentioning, Taylor has like a lot of friends, but Blake is like different. She's the godmother. Like, they're
my God.
so deeply connected.
They are. I mean, I thought somebody tweeted that she didn't want to release the Reputation re-record because
it was about
Blake Lively's daughter
daughters.
did the voice in Gorgeous, and like Taylor in doing her Taylor's versions would bring back people,
Yep.
which by the way, people don't talk about that enough, like that all these people came back. I mean, she's Taylor Swift, but still.
But yes, the longstanding relationships, it's impressive.
It is impressive. And that like one of the daughters does the intro to Gorgeous. And so she just like didn't want to do it because she didn't want to have to deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
But
actually a good point.
it's sad. Like, and like there's all those
It's
videos of her
sad.
with the kids at the
No,
tour.
it's terrible.
So I can't wait for like her bachelorette party content, because we're
Because
gonna
then we'll
see.
really see like who's who.
And I think we're gonna see it.
But to go back to your former point, I really would love and kind of need Taylor to go to the Met Gala.
I know.
Especially because like, I also could use like a Taylor Vogue cover. Like,
Yeah.
whatever happened to that? Vogue is the reason Taylor has bangs, you know? And so I would love that.
Yeah, I think she and Travis need to do it just once.
Yes, absolutely. And
Flex
it's
their
very
muscles.
like Giselle and Tom Brady.
Totally.
I love.
Yeah.
Okay, our fifth and final story is the Love is Blind reunion. So Megan Sparkle Waleris, I guess she has a last name. Her first name is Sparkle and her last name is Megan. And I do wonder if she regrets sharing that little nickname. I don't know if she knew that Netflix was going to run with it and just like literally put her name title as Sparkle. But she has confirmed, last night was a reunion, that she welcomed a baby during the off season. So she said, I'm a mom now. I had a baby, a boy, 2.5 months ago. I have a little boy and he's my whole world. You know, I now know more than ever that I was meant on this earth to be a mom. He's amazing. Our family's really happy. They obviously asked like, who's the daddy? And he was in the audience.
Yeah.
He's a Baldini.
Yeah.
He's so cute. I'm so happy for her.
I actually, when I saw him, I gasped because I was like, that's a man. Like,
and that's the guy from the pictures,
Right.
the paparazzi pics. 26.
And you can tell he's rich, like just by his vibe.
1,000%.
So
he's a little bit older too.
Yeah, I'm happy for her in that sense. I agreed with you 100% where you were just like, Jordan offers her something that she couldn't find with the other people. And I thought him saying that was such a slay. He was like, all of the other guys that were rich, like
didn't work out.
They didn't work out. And that was for a reason. Maybe it was like a little cutting to her, but I thought that was so on point.
And I feel like this guy that she's with, like, they might not be together if they didn't. She said, like, it wasn't easy. Like, I don't know if it's this great love.
Yeah.
I think if anything, like, he maybe makes her miss Jordan.
Maybe.
I, like, ship them so hard.
I thought that the way that they also handled their, like, confrontation was so mature.
Yeah.
And I wondered also, like, is that because they both have kids? Like, these are people who, like, they can't deal with, like, these petty things.
Yeah.
I had a problem with almost everybody else at the reunion.
Same. Oh, my God. Like, not the teen. Like, that couch with the girl whose name I don't know, Madison, like, oh, such loser energy.
Nobody was agreeing with me when I was, by the way, I was posting about how Casey, I thought she's a very unsympathetic character. I really didn't like the way that she handled the situation. That said, like
I rode with her last night.
The way Patrick was like acting like her dad.
Okay, so Patrick was like living for the fact that people on the internet, he was the victim, right? Because she didn't handle this breakup well at all. And I was not on her side. So he got like, you know, you either die the hero or live long enough to become the villain. Like, he loved that people were like riding for him, and he was like regurgitating internet points, just like throwing them at her face. And he's like, listen, I'm gonna give you the chance. Yeah, like her dad, exactly. Gonna give you the space to apologize so like you can stop getting hate. And I'm sorry. Ick of the century talking about the ring. Like, why the fuck would you want a ring? It's for girls. Like, and thank you, Casey, or who was it? The nurse, Allie. You didn't pay for it. Like, Netflix did. So Casey absolutely should keep it. If anyone's going to take it back, it's Netflix. Ick, get out of here. Like, what are you going to wear it?
Yeah. Also, it's like, I was sitting there being like, everyone stop being poor. Like, they wanted the ring because why did you want the ring? And yeah, shout out to Allie for bringing that up. Again, like, Casey kept saying things during the reunion where I was like where she was, you couldn't tell whether she was lying about being with those other guys. Yeah. She's not someone I was like going hard for, but because he was so awful.
Yes, he was awful.
I was 100% on her side in that confrontation.
Yeah, 1,000%. Like, I could not stand him. And then that Chris Paul thing.
What was that?
Genuinely? What?
Do you think, Chris asked me, do you think they paid him, or do you think Chris Paul's like a big Love is Blind fan?
There's literally no way he's a big Love is Blind fan.
But how much money do they have?
I have no idea. Or Chris Paul has a Netflix show coming out, like something.
It's that.
Cross promo.
Yeah, it's that.
What on earth?
It was crazy.
And the fact that they never let it end.
No.
Like, I was like, okay, it's like fine, just make your shot. But then they both like kept tying, so they had to like go 4 rounds. Like, seriously, what was that?
That was crazy to include.
Awful.
I will say, I actually like the music. Is that crazy?
Oh, no. I mean, last season they had Alex Warren. And they get good people. I don't dislike it at all.
I thought it was like cute. It makes the event actually probably a little more fun for the people there. Mm-hmm. And like, I know that you're more of an industry person, so you probably know that going to tapings of those things like probably sucks. So like, make it a little fun for the people. And I didn't think it took up too much time. The reunion was actually 1 hour and 14 minutes. It could have been 50 minutes.
Yeah,
but it wasn't
bad.
It wasn't egregious.
No, when there are so many people, and like, you do want to give like proper time to each storyline. I could not believe how much time we spent on that blonde girl. And I guess she was involved in like 2 love triangles. Yeah. So like, she wasn't irrelevant, but she was not on my screen past episode 3 or 4. Why was she the entire reunion? And I'm sorry, Madison has a little bit of Patrick syndrome, where she was definitely like the injured party.
Yep.
And you get high on your own supply when everyone on the internet is gassing you up. And then you just become insufferable. So sorry, like, I'm Team Joe.
Right. I agree. Also,
Joe is hot.
I was going to say that, but I thought it was crazy because like, I'm not a mustache girly, but like, I thought it made him look like just older and better.
No, he's hot. And you know he like fucks. Like, he had like a million girls now. He was with Avery, and then he was with Casey, and then he was with Madison. Like, obsessed.
I think with Madison, it was at first I was totally on her side because I can't imagine something more painful than like the guy not liking you because of the way that you look.
And I just want to say, I thought that too. But upon further reflection, I actually think like Nick, while at first he was like, wait, this girl's not my type, I actually think he was really into her. He said all we did was fucking fight. Like, I actually think he was surprised by how attracted he was to her, given that she wasn't his traditional type. So I think the reunion was actually quite flattering for Nick, because I now no longer think, I can never remember, Kevin, I can never remember who their names are. I actually think the reunion was quite good for him, because when they were talking about how they went out after and they made out and he started crying.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the allegations that he wasn't into her or that he didn't find her attractive are false. I feel like they are false. I think the reunion was actually really good for him. I do think he really liked her. I think she was insufferable as a partner.
Yeah. I agree.
And they
also,
weren't a match.
She kept saying like, and why did you kiss me? Like that was really confusing. It's like, well, did you not kiss him back?
Also, like, he's not allowed. You're allowed to go through your feelings, exercise like things he's not.
Yeah. She didn't know how to be the victim.
Yeah, she was insufferable. And then her and that other girl next to her were like gassing each other up. Oh my God. Hated.
I did not like it.
You know who like Loki came off looking good and did not have a good season?
Who?
Annie.
Oh my God.
Well, she fixed her hair, first of all.
Well, of course. Imagine how good it feels to like look amazing after people come for you on the internet, especially because like they were right, but it was mean.
Her hair was crazy, but it was also, I feel like people had a little bit more license to criticize her hair because she is a hairdresser.
I know. But like it affects her business. I don't know.
Of course.
So,
but you are a walking advertisement.
Of course. I thought she was amazing. I thought she was
mature.
The fact that she came to Nick's defense, who was literally self-flagellating. Like he was so sorry for, and I really believed him.
I did too.
Maybe I'm like gullible or naive.
No, he's not an actor.
No.
Like, it's just a regular person.
And I think like he seems like a religious person. So I really thought like, okay, this
they
is
were
like
thoughtful apologies.
Yeah, he felt sorry and he didn't like the way that he looked. And like that's all he can do. He can't prove it any other way. And this girl Kate was like, I don't know, it could still be like not genuine.
By the way, she was so put off by this insanely mature, genuine, thoughtful apology that the only thing she knew how to do was like,
Say
maybe.
that,
I don't know. That was the biggest loseriest moment ever.
Yeah.
And I didn't watch the last 10 minutes.
Me either. I mean, I did, but like I was on my phone.
They took us so long to get to KB and Edmund, and which is almost not fair because they were actually engaged and they're one of the very few couples who actually made it to the end of the altar, but I was just so over the reunion by that time. And I don't know, it's very much he said, she said. I hate when people talk so heavily about things that happen off camera. Like, I want to believe you, but I didn't see it.
I think that the people who are saying that he probably like shouldn't have been on the show were onto something.
Yes.
And I think Jackie came away like really hating him and really being on KB's side. And like, I just don't agree with that. I think that when there's such like a clearly uneven relationship, I'm not really going to like side with the person who's giving a laundry list of things, even if they're true.
I know.
I'm sure they are. I'm sure he was doing X, Y, Z. And he kept saying like, oh, well, you know, but I love you. Like he was toxic. Yeah. However, like to me, she was clearly more emotionally mature than him.
And she could just regulate her emotions too.
So
I thought it was really good that she said, like, I know everyone's giving me shit, like, because he was exactly who he was in the pods, but she only heard his voice. She's like, I didn't see him being so animated and so emotional. Like, I didn't even realize he was crying. You can't see, you can just hear. And I actually appreciated that because he was himself the entire time. Himself was just like a little nutty.
Yeah, I thought that was well taken too.
Yeah, her pulling that thing out of her bra like wasn't a sleigh.
She did say though, she was like, it's not like that.
Yeah, no, she said like, I just have a hard time remembering things, but I don't know what's to remember. Like this was an engagement.
Yeah,
like,
and that's her thing. She likes having like a list and data to back up, which by the way, like there's something to be said about that because when you're in the heat of an argument, it can be hard to like remember the things that you're thinking of. But yeah, whenever people like bring receipts to a reunion, it was like the first time somebody did that, it was such a sleigh. I don't know who it was.
I don't know who it was either, but obviously there are moments where it's like huge. You know, Candace and the Monique and the binder.
Oh my
God.
From
Potomac.
Was that the season where they had like a fight?
Yes, the physical fight. And then, of course, Ramona printing out screenshots. Like, those are iconic moments. Now it's like a trope. Yeah. It's like walking off. The first person to ever walk off, Ramona Singer, when they were talking about Alex McCord's nude photos.
Oh, her photos, yeah.
And she just walked off, and Andy was like, where are you going? She's like, oh, I don't want to
be a part of it.
Be a part of nude photos. Like, lol. Did you see last night she went to a Halloween party? If you're not following Ramona Singer on social media, you aren't living. She posted the most crazy fucking video. She went to a Halloween party.
Okay.
And she said, guess who I'm dressed up as? And I was like, well, you're obviously Joan Rivers.
Oh.
Turns out she was Marilyn Monroe. And then I didn't know until she was like, happy birthday, Mr. President.
Oh, Ramona.
She is a caricature. Put her back on TV. I've had enough.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we get it. She's not woke. Okay. Like, it's fine. She's so fucking crazy. I saw her in the street the other day. She looks amazing.
Yeah.
It's insane that she's like almost 70. She's a star. Whether we like it or not, she is our problematic star. Put her back on TV.
Yeah, she brings something that people aren't bringing these days.
It's so true because she don't give a fuck. And she also does not live on planet Earth.
Yeah.
Which I think is a really important key factor in being a
successful
good real reality star.
Totally. I agree.
Liz, is there anything else you want to talk about, promote, dive into before we wrap up today's episode?
I don't think so. I think we covered the topics.
We did.
You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Liz P. Woods. I also posted today that I'll be moderating an event on behalf of the Jewish National Fund, which you can find the link to on my stories if you want want to go and swirl it up with some other fellow
Swirl
Jewesses.
it the fuck up.
And that's it. I'm so grateful to be like part of the rotation.
Let me just say, if you're not following at Liz P. Woods, spelled exactly how it sounds, on Instagram, like you aren't living. I know you work so hard in your Instagram stories, and so I just feel like I always need to gas you up. Like if I had to follow one person, it would like be Jackie and my family, and then you. Not Ben though. Like I would follow you before Ben. Honestly, Ben like his content doesn't do it for me.
He doesn't post that much.
He doesn't, and like I don't know. I just like what you post. I need to know, like in a biological sense.
Sure.
So I highly recommend everyone following at Liz P. Woods on Instagram. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sure you'll be back again because like you're a crowd favorite and like why if it's working, you know, like if it's broke,
why fix
not
it?
broke. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for listening to the Toast Atlanta Morning Show. We deal with the fastest stories every Monday through Friday on YouTube. So watching us on YouTube, please feel free to subscribe to this video, thumbs up, also follow this podcast where podcast can be found. So Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, Public Video, I already cast box all the places where we send podcast. Fantastic, Toast, 5-star review and a beautiful setting. And ooh, wickedly talented we are. Have an amazing day. And we'll see you tomorrow for Toast to Me. Any predictions?
No, I can't wait though.
It's going to be so great, you guys. We'll see you then. Love ya. Bye.